I see Charleston White did. It's an hour and 30 minutes long, hour and a half long. It's called Surviving Self Destruction Podcast. He did a couple podcasts recently, some new ones, and I want to just excuse me, take the time to just check them out. I just did Terrence Against the Williams a little early. He was dropping game on that as usual, as always, and teaching, telling and teaching about how to make money and how to how to make money and just telling you the truth. You know what I'm saying, on how to come up and what you should and shouldn't be doing. So shout out Charleston White for always giving game to the young people who ready to receive it. And you got to realize everybody ain't ready to receive the game. So it ain't for everybody. So we're gonna check it out and see what's good. I'm finished eating me some collards and some fucking salmon. Let me see. Okay.
An order on his ass, that violates it too. Your words, thug. The judge in the court say you dangerous. You try to tell Rollo say you ain't dangerous. I ain't listening to Rollo on this one. I'm listening to the judge. Step on shit. They in Miami. I'm in Miami. Boy, they don't know I'm good. And I got cyber security, cyber police, FBI, and all type of law enforcement agencies helping, aiding, and abetting me because I'm on the right side of the law. They were waiting for me in open locker. Didn't you call? Yes, ma'am, I did. He a bully. He ain't pulled down trigger. Woody was a retarded kid. But I don't like Thug because he a bleep that word. Boy done took dick and gave dick to a boy's back, pelvic bone. Man, that boy done slow fucking the shit out of little baby. Man, slow fucking him. So it don't hurt him that bad. But nah, man, that boy pushing that dick off in that boy. Nigga, everybody know that. So nigga don't nobody like no gangster motherfucking punk playing tough. When this nigga supposed to be in them high heels, he came out in fur and stayed in them like RuPaul. That's our generation RuPaul. And he trying to play Pablo Escobar. It's not a motherfucking training. Tough ass nigga. Yeah, that boy slow pushing that dick and wham.
Boys, yeah.
I ain't bullshit. Man, don't edit this out. Nigga, drop this. Because I'm telling the truth. I bet they won't shoot.
See, I bet you won't shoot. Won't shoot. So you can't relate. Saw how you was moving, had to separate. I got from your opportunity, came to elevate. I see the look in your eyes, I see it on your face. Yeah, you roll with me, so you can't relate. Saw how.
All right, I'd like to open this episode of Surviving Self-Destruction with another quote. To know is to be aware, and to move forward recklessly is insanity. With that said, Charleston White, welcome back to Surviving Self-Destruction.
Hey, what's going on, brother? Shit, I enjoyed our first dialogue and conversation, so yeah.
Likewise, brother, likewise.
I was excited when I got the call.
Likewise. So let's go back for a split second before we touch on what's currently going on, right?
Yeah.
You first went viral on World Star Hip Hop for addressing the local Fort Trade Harbor Street Crips and the incident at a 93-year-old woman's house.
Damn,
walk us back through that.
Nigga, you remember? Damn. Golly. Damn, nigga. I remember watching the news. So I had already been working with a lot of young brothers who were catching murder cases. So during that time, the youth violence in Fort Worth has shot up almost like 80% in the city. So between youth violence and the youth STD statistics, I think between the ages of 13 and 25, there was like a 5% increase in HIV new contracted cases. So that was alarming. Out of 8,000 chlamydia cases, like 6,500, 7,000 was teenagers. So between the youth violence and the youth STD statistics, I was downtown using my voice and my platform to bring awareness to those two elements of our community. So this particular time, some niggas had done a drive-by, some young brothers had done a drive-by looking for this guy named Big Pun. Big Pun, street nigga. And he with all the shit. But his mom works for the sheriff department. So They were shooting at Big Pump. They were trying to shoot up Big Pump Mama house. Everybody know what Big Pump them stayed, cause he with the shit. But they shot the woman house up next door. 3 different type of assault rifles, over 20-something rounds of ammunition. Bullets went through a house. So when I saw it on the news, nigga, and you just hear the description, homie. So they shot up in the middle of the night. She had to lay still in the bed while the bullets flew over her head. Her daughter lived across the street, so for the daughter to wake up and see mama house being shot up, homie. So the convictions of a man makes him do things based off his convictions. Don't have nothing to do with his principles. It's the convictions that you have. So
that's very important. You know, I'm gonna write that down. The convictions of a man. Hold on, let me repeat that. What did he say so I can make sure I get that ball right?
A man makes him do things based off his convictions.
Based off, so the convictions of a man makes him do things out of his convictions.
Don't have nothing to do with his principles. It's the convictions that you have. So I reached out to gang unit. I reached out to Fort Worth Police Department gang unit. At the time it was Sergeant Wheeler. I reached out to Sergeant Wheeler, Officer Charles Rogers, and Officer Charles Owens. And nigga, we put our money together. I got with my organization at the time, Hyped About Hype Youth Outreach, myself along with Michael Moore. Shout out to Michael Moore from Save a Can, Save a Child organization. And we went over there and repaired the house, fixed every bullet. So to see the bullet holes that where it ripped through the bars. Yeah, you can see where the bullets ripped through the bars, every hole. So every so often I repost the pictures of us rebuilding that. So homie, that's really where the start of my disdain for gang members came. And I know a lot of them, most of my partners include myself, was a former gang member. But I never gang banged on the streets. It was in the boys' home. It was more like a rite of passage. Something to do to pass time, homie. Camaraderie shit to pass time, but it was never the intent to kill and take life. Yeah, we talked it, but it wasn't in our hearts because I didn't learn it from the streets. So when that happened, homie, it made the news, but nobody in the city had any real outrage. But my convictions. So from that point on, nigga, I started disrespecting our local gang members. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. And at the time, her house got shot up on Hattie Street. Hattie Street and Harvey Street are in the same areas, it's in the same south side, same neighborhood. So that would make me start dissing the south side Crips, the Hoovers, the Fortray Gangster Crips, the north side Fortrays, Truman Street Bloods, out of Stop 6, ROB, Echo Heights, Como. I started strategically dissing every gang, Crip, set, nigga, in my city. So that's what caught everybody's attention. I wasn't talking to all the Crips, all the Bloods, but because I went viral, all the Crips and all the Bloods from other cities and other states started telling me what they'll do to me. I can't say crab, I can't say slob. So that's what made me look at California. Fuck you, slob ass. That's what made me look to California. That's what made me look to Chicago. So I started looking around the country and attacking and trying to assassinate the image of every gangster nigga, every gang that I believe we feared. Was I afraid too? Yeah, I was. But the convictions of a man have him overlook and overcome and conquer his fear to fight the war to become a warrior.
That's a real shit.
See, warrior.
Let me say that again. Listen to
the
this.
image of every gangster nigga, every gang that I believe we feared. Was I afraid too? Yeah, I was. But the convictions of a man have him overlooking
the convictions of a man will have you overlooking
and conquer his fear to we feared. Was I afraid too? Yeah, I was. But the convictions of a man have him overlook and overcome and conquer his fear.
Conquer his fear.
Fight the war to become a warrior. See, warriors feel fear, they just conquer their fear. So I conquered my fear, nigga. At times, yeah, I believe my life would probably be killed. Yeah, at times I believe somebody would try to do something to me, but my conviction supersedes my fear.
Supersedes my fear.
My convictions as a man supersedes my fear and my cowardice of what they could possibly do to me. So I start saying things that wouldn't nobody say publicly, openly and out loud to the Crips, the Bloods, the Pyrus, the GDs, the BDs, the Vice Lords, New York, nigga, everything that they said would kill me and would hurt me for disrespecting it. I made it my challenge to attack it head on, nigga, with disrespect in front of the world. And I was willing to die, kill, and go to jail for those convictions. And here we are today.
There's two sides to a coin. There's the predator and the victim. A lot of times, most platforms, let me take that back, let me frame it right. A lot of platforms don't like to speak on the victims. What's your take on that?
Everybody run from the victims. Because the victims, when you listen to the victims...
I always wonder about that too, though, because everybody be praising the shooter and the person that did something, but they don't never say nothing to the victims. They don't never say nothing about the victims. They always talk about the people that doing the harm, but they don't never say nothing about the moms and shit.
What sits on the victim lips and what sits at your ears that you don't want to hear is accountability. For the people you idolize, you don't admire these people because you don't know them. You idolize their status as many gods. That's why God said you should not have an idol. Adultery is a sin. And we wake up every day as black people in this country and we adultery every black celebrity, every rich person, anybody with status. We don't admire them. We don't respect them. We idolize them. That's why America became Babylon when they created American idols. We're not supposed to have idols. We're not supposed to have pictures on the walls of these people. Who do our children have in our room? They're idols. So they sit above our children as their gods, and our children follow them and listen to them and consume their lives as if they're gods. And they hold on to every word as if these people are gods, and we treat them like they're gods. So that's why they have to fall in your eyes, so God can't allow them to continue to be your God. That's why all your idols fall. That's why you should never have an idol. I idolize nothing. I have admiration. So I learned terms, I learned words, I learned vernacular, I learned terminology so I don't get stuck in my sin from ignorance. I don't idolize a motherfucking thing. So I assassinate, so that's why I don't play celebrity. I play like a normal person amongst normal people, nigga. Yeah, I'm arrogant, I'm egotistical, but I'll never assist myself as an idol. I don't let nobody talk me high up, nigga. I make you think low of me. That's why I show you my flaws.
That's real
I
shit.
don't come before the world to be on my best behavior, so you idolize me. I come to entertain you. Whether you idolize, admire, respect, or nothing, guess what? I stimulate you, right? So I entertain you, good or bad. If I stimulate you in what kind of way, it don't matter. You're stimulated. I win, and that's why you're entertained. So, we idolize celebrities. We don't admire them. That's why we don't give them grace to be failures. We want them to be picture perfect like God, because they're an idol. And we base our lives either off their lives, their songs, or their movies. That's why a lot of hoes relate to Cardi B.
Yeah.
So yeah. You can be a star forever. You don't have to be a star that falls. You don't have to be a falling star. You can be a star that sits up and light up the sky forever because you was born to be a star. What dims a star light? The people that consider it a star.
Wow.
I have a gift and a talent that God gave me. That's what make me the star, not the people that's watching. Without the gift and the talent, nigga, I'm no different than Jesus without the Holy Spirit. He could never walk on water. He could never raise from the dead without the Spirit. So, nigga, it's the gift and the talent that a nigga got, homie, that makes me what I am. That make y'all watch me. The gift of persuasion, the gift of articulation, the gift of funniness. I have a gift and a talent.
Right.
That I was able to tap into.
So it's a lot going on right now. But for the past 7 years, or maybe longer, you've been holding the mirror up to the double standard.
I hold it up to me first, though. Yeah, nah, nigga, I hold the mirror up to me first. Motherfucker, I realized, nigga, before I got here, nigga, I was a daddy who was rooted in fatherhood and responsibilities, but still felt shame from not being able to afford Michael Jordan tennis shoes.
Yeah, you
not
always
being
say
able
that.
to have the cars that they have in the videos that my son watch every day. Not being able to drive or even rent the car that he get no Grand Theft Auto and putting in his garage shop. Not being able to get the motherfucking PlayStation 3 when all I can afford is the one out the pawn shop. So, nigga, this wasn't no overnight thing, nigga. Nigga, for a while, it looked like this shit wasn't working. I was looking stupid to some people saying this shit online. Nigga, everybody was looking me upside my head, including the kids. Cause they riding in the car listening to me say this shit. But nigga, it don't look like it's going nowhere. But nigga,
That's real shit. That's real shit. Looking like it's going nowhere.
I would put my all into it. I believed in what I was doing, nigga, when didn't nobody else believe, even when they was saying, man.
That's some real shit. You gotta put your all into it. And you gotta believe when nobody else believes.
My partner got a job, but nigga, even when they trying to make me get back on the job, I went and got a job and sued right quick so I can get back to thinking about my dream and my vision. The job was interfering with my dream and my vision.
That's a fact. Jobs do interfere with your dreams and your vision. And let me say that. Let me write that down first. Job intervene with what he said, with the dream or your vision, I think he said.
I believed in what I was doing, nigga. When didn't nobody else believe. Even when they was saying, man, you my partner got a job, but nigga, even when they trying to make you get back on the job, I went and got a job and sued right quick so I can get back to thinking about my dream and my vision. The job was interfering with my dream and my vision.
Okay. Dream and vision. That's just like me. Let me just say this real quick. So when you graduate from school, um, when you graduate from school, um, when I graduated from school, I knew I wanted to be big. I knew I wanted to be not really famous. I wanted to be wealthy for sure. I wanted to be rich. I wanted to be somebody. I wanted to be in fashion. I wanted to have my own business. I wanted to be in the city, and I wanted to be a fashion designer. Or I wanted to design clothes or do something with fashion, and I wanted to have my own business and have a big ass office in the city doing some type of business, and I wanted to live in New York City. So I didn't know how to get there, and I didn't even know that I ain't know how to get there. I don't know which route to take. I don't know nothing. Nobody. My grandma on my dad's side, her sister married a rich guy. He rich, and then my one of my aunts on my daddy's side, his half sister, she make a lot of money, and she had a 745 Li when we was a kid, and I saw that you can stretch in the back seat and all that room back there. So when I always want to be rich, and I always want to be wealthy, and I always want to just have more than enough. And then you don't know what to do. So so I remember I was skipping school, and then my mom and daddy found out, went to the school, and they was like, well, why are you skipping? And I'm like, I'm done with school. I'm done. I'm done. I'm a grown ass man. I'm done. I do my work and go get some pussy. Like, I do my work and I play. You work and then you play. And then I'll never forget, I was in the guidance counselor office, and my mama and daddy was against me. They always be against me. And my the guidance counselor was like, you either go to the workforce, or you go to the military, or you go to college. And I was like, well, I don't think I'm smart enough to go to college, because I don't even like high school. So, not saying I ain't smart enough, but I ain't finna. I don't know that shit. I used to have girls doing my work, pay them girls, and I you know what I'm saying, do my homework, all type of shit. I'm a common sense guy. I know how to think. I know how to do numbers. I know how to sell shit. I bought a car in school. I was buying my own clothes in school. I was making money in school. I know how to make money. I know how to sell. I know how to talk to people. And um they was like workforce, military, or college, or college, workforce, or military. And I'm like, I ain't going no motherfucking military, because I don't even want my fucking daddy telling me what to do. I'd be damned if I have a nigga yelling in my face for nothing, just yelling at me for no damn reason. And I ain't never understand what the fuck we fighting for. Then I learned later that all that shit is scam, with the wars and the billionaires benefit from. Like, what the fuck we fighting for? Like, how the fuck God is okay with us killing each other for no damn reason, just because it's legal? I ain't finna do that stupid ass shit. Like, you ain't finna make me do what you say. Like, I want to be free. I want to be a boss. That's just me, period. I don't give a fuck what you pay me or the benefits of it. I wasn't too fond of having another nigga in charge of me. So okay, cool. I gotta get a job. So when it's time to get a job, the job was $7.25 an hour, $7 an hour, and then working at a warehouse is like 7, 8, 9, 10. It was like 7, 8, 9, 10. It was like $10 an hour, $11 an hour. But you had to work 12 hours a day. You hate the job. It ain't no motherfucking motivation. Everybody got bad energy. So, or when I graduated, some of my friends, them niggas was selling dope 100 miles per hour, and I saw the success. Well, not at first, because at 11, well, yeah, they were, nah, 11. I kind of was on my own. Well, niggas was selling, they were just not starting to sell weed a little bit. and sell a little bit, and then I fuck around and went to New York in 2013. When I came back, some of my friends, they was getting to it, and I ain't wanting to take that route because I was raised not to go that route, and my grandma and my mama, they kind of told me don't do that shit, and I want to be a right guy, that be respectful and do what your mom and daddy say, do what your grandma say, and I ain't wanting to do that, and I ain't wanting to do that, and I feel like I let them down by doing that, and I feel like I just ain't want to try that route. I ain't want to try. I wanted to try the good route before I try the bad route. Let me try to make it in all possible ways, and if that shit fails, then I try to being bad. But let me try my good side first. But really, most people, most men and women, they gonna do the wrong thing first. They gonna do the wrong thing first to get ahead. And thinking about it, that do kind of make sense, but it ain't right. But then I learned over time, this world and these people don't give a fuck about right and wrong. They just see. I was so big on right and wrong because I was raised on right, and hearing people's stories like Finesse and all them niggas say they used to pimp on women and they used to sell dope, they used to steal, rob, kill. Like I was never on no demon time for no money, and I wasn't gonna be. I wasn't gonna be like that. Like nah, I wasn't gonna I ain't want to do that. So I'm they fighting with myself, bro. I'm they trying to figure out how can I get the road to the riches? How can I come up? What path can I take to make $1 million? And and it's about time 30. So I came to New York, and I got a job off of back down south. I was working at like small regular retail stores in New York, and I stayed up here for like almost a year. And then my great grandma, she was telling me, you need to come back with your mama. You the only child with your mama. Your mama they by yourself. You need to be with your mama. So then she started. Then my aunt, my mom, my great grandma daughter, which is my aunt. She both of them was kind of sick. Grandma. My great grandma wasn't that sick, but eventually she got sick. Not she ain't really got sick. Went to the she just went to the hospital, and then they found some on her foot. Then they had to cut her foot and cut her leg, and then it was just slowly down here. But she wasn't even sick. But I came back to be with my aunt, my grandma, and I came back to be with my aunt. And then I stayed with them until they died, and then I came back for the job. And fuck around, I didn't even get the job. You know what I'm saying? I flunked the drug test because I ain't even take the. I took the drug test. I pissed, and the lady said my pee wasn't right. It wasn't at the temperature shit. It wasn't and then I found this out later. And then she's like, you gotta pee again. So I'm like, okay, cool. I sat there for like an hour, done drank, and then I left out the place. And when I left out the place, they ain't even told me if you leave, you can't get the job. So I left, and I was like, I can't even pee no more. And she told me, she's like, all right, cool. She sealed the pee up, and then she wrote refusal to take tests. So I saw that shit in the car. And then they was like, if you leave out the building, you can't do it over and shit like that. So I lost the gig from doing that, and then my family, they turned against me, my people turned against me. It was bad, but I got another job, like I got another job like that's hold on, let me see. I got another job. So that happened I got a job like another month later. Yeah, that happened at the beginning of 2014. Cause I came to New York in 13, and then I came in August, and then I think the beginning of the year I came back, and then I came for the job and didn't get the job by what it was, March and shit. March, April, then like April or whatever, I was trying to get another job. Then May came, and then so by the time May came, it was some sauce, a glitch in the system. We was getting money down that motherfucker. I probably ran up a little 10. And but I quit the job that I had. That's when I learned a life lesson, and that's when I learned myself, because I got a job that I was making like 12. I was making like $13 an hour, 12, $13 an hour, and I was making about five, six, $700 a week. And this was 2014, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. So this is like 2013, and but you had to work 12 hours and shit, and I wasn't, boy, I wasn't with that shit. And that's when I learned that I can't do this shit, bro. Because you had to drive a long way, you risking your life, you know what I'm saying? You working at night, which is kind of cool because you be out during the day, but you gotta sleep all, you tired. Like when I work all night and then I get off of work and you be tired and then you sleep. You be exhausted. You sleep and then you wake up to go to work. And when you get to work, soon as I get to work, I hate this bitch. I'm like, man, I can't do this shit, bro. I can't do this shit. So I had to talk with my mom. My mom ain't give a fuck about how I felt. I never forget that shit. And I was like, mom, I can't do that shit, bro. I tried it. It ain't like I ain't tried it, but I can't do this shit. Like, and then she was like, she basically didn't give a fuck that I couldn't do it. Man, my family turned their goddamn back on me, bro. Because basically they was like, well, all us work factory jobs. Why you can't work factory jobs? Because I ain't, and if it was 8 hours was a little closer, I can get off on weekends. You know what I'm saying? It would have been all right. But then this shit dangerous. I'm like, if I'm gonna risk my life, I'm gonna risk my life in the streets. Cause you risking your life. I'm risking my life going to work, falling asleep on that goddamn road, and then it's no windows and it's no motherfucking light in this bitch. And then you gotta go through a maze, then go up, man. I say, bro, if this bitch burn up, we fucked. Like if this bitch burn the fuck up, like I'm not. I just couldn't get with it, bro. And I'm so during this time I learned that I can't work no motherfucking I can't work no damn no I can't work no plant job. And before that plant job, I worked another plant job before that, like early 2013 that year, early beginning of the year. And I worked there for like a couple months. Not even a couple months. I probably worked there like 2 months, man. And I had to work there 12 hours and working at night. I like, hell no, I can't do this shit, bro. I can't motherfucking do this shit, bro. And that's when I learned myself, like, factory jobs ain't it, and everybody in your family, they work at a factory job. So I learned, I'm trying to find a way to come up, bro. So I'm like, damn, how can I come up? How can I come up? So this was 2014, and then I'm struggling, and I fuck around and got, I think I got like small retail jobs, and then my people got me a job at the hospital working at night, and you was doing like taking out the trash and shit. And I think I used to watch YouTube, and I think I heard Method Man or Red. I think I heard Red Man. He was like, jobs is for lazy people. Like you can work on yourself and become successful. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't had no outlet to become successful. We was rapping in high school, but I wasn't savvy tech to be about the studio, and I just said fuck that rap shit, because I ain't really wanting to be risking my life being dangerous. And I like, what if I ain't want to perform? What if I don't feel like entertaining a crowd and shit like that? And I ain't want to be just coming to clubs, because clubs was dangerous and shit. So I was like, I wanted to be safe. I always thought like that. So I was like, nah, fuck that rap shit. And then you know, 2015 came, and 2015 came, my whole family, everybody turned against me, and I'm struggling, trying to get right. Everybody done turned their back on me, and then I fucked around and got the job back that I lost. Got that bitch back 2015. So now I'm trying to shake back 2015, 16, 17, and then I'm working, and I'm still trying to come up. I still got, so I couldn't go back to New York because my family was like, nah, you left, you can't even come back. They ain't said like that, but they was like, oh, you need to stay down here, you need to save you some money, you need to damn, they ain't want the damn Cause I was lucky I went the first time and got out, but then it was like wait, I found it was some bullshit. And I told my cousin when I left New York for the first time, I was like what the fuck I said? I said I'm leaving my clothes because I'm gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? So, but they was like against me though. My whole family, everybody against you. You learned that in life. Your family against you. They ain't on your motherfucking side. And I for around and got the job back. Started 15, started 16, 17, 18. I'm working there, and then I got hurt at the job. So I ain't really work a whole year. And then I was there saving my bread. I never took New York off my mind. So I felt like, okay, if I move to New York, I can I don't have to drive. I can save money with paying for a car, and I can save money with paying insurance. So I can save money with that. And then I can be I feel like if I be around the millionaires, I can become a millionaire. If I be around the action, I can, even if I have a meeting in New York, I can go to the meeting. You know what I'm saying? I can go to the meeting. I'm around it, and that was my dream, bro. So I finally got to New York. You know what I'm saying? So I was working at the distribution center, Walmart distribution center in a small town. And then I fuck around and transfer. I helped somebody, one of my friends, get on at the job, and he ain't worked that long because it was hell and it was too far to drive. We had to drive like an hour, but he's such a finesser, and he's such a motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, nigga finesser. He know how to finesse that damn system. That nigga fuck around and pull some shit to where he can work local. So um so he can work local. And since he did that, he put me onto it. And I fucked around and took the money that I was making, because we was making probably like 17, $18 an hour back. That was a lot of money back in 2017, 2017. So while everybody at the store making $11, $11 an hour, you making 17. And I think they took like $2 or something. So I ended up probably making like 16, because it was like 15 and 17 and change. I ended up probably making like $15 an hour. Cool, that was great. That was all right. So now I wrecked my car. So now I'm walking to work. I'm riding a moped to work. I'm catching ride to work, because where I stay at and where the job at is very, very close. So I fuck around and got the job at a local place. And now I'm making decent money. I just had got a little plug on the bud. So now I'm getting money on the side with the bud. Then I got I got the car. I got a good I had wrecked my car, but I just had got a decent car. And then my mama wouldn't help me now, but as soon as I got a big time job where I can afford my own car, then she wanted to help me, and I saw that. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was dirty as hell, but you like, all right, but and what else happened? And so I'm still trying to come up. So when I transferred from the distribution center from a small town, I transferred to the store in my town. And then I before I transferred, I looked in New York and see if they had a Walmart, and they did had a Walmart. The Walmart was in Queens. So I look at the distance from Queens to there where I'm gonna be staying. And I said, cool, I can do it. I ain't even knew I could do it, because I forgot did I even look and see like from Brooklyn to Queens or whatever. But I just knew they had a Walmart. I figured out how to get there. So man, I fuck around and made that shit happen and transferred from my city to New York City with the job. And once I transferred my job, nigga, I was gone. I was gone. And that was my ticket to New York. So that's how I got to New York. I came to New York with a job, and I had a job on the side. So now I get hyped even talking about my own story, because that shit was some real shit. So now I got a job, my main job, and then I'm working on the side. And I'm working at the side in Soho, so I can work on my fashion and be with the people and be in the mix with fashion and business, and learn the business, learn, and learn the business and shit like that. And then, okay, so I'm working at night, and then I want to keep going up. So I like, fuck it. Instead of working at night, I'm trying to work in the daytime. And instead of working in the freezer, being cold all day, I want to get the fuck out the freezer. But when I did that, so I was getting 40 hours off the rip working at night. And then when I moved to the daytime, your ass ain't gonna get no guaranteed 4 hours. I don't know why they do that. They was like they ain't had the 4 hours. So then you got to learn the business to like certain jobs give you a guaranteed 4 hours, like the cashier. I should have went to the cashier. I ain't knew that at the time. And instead of and cashier had an 8 hour shift and nighttime had an 8 hour shift. So when I went into the clothing department, the work, because that's what I like to do, work with clothes and customers and shit. They were taking my hours, and then I met this girl at Guess, and she told me she traveled, and I was like, I ain't never been out the country before. And then she was like, and I told her we was kicking in the shit. I like, next time you go somewhere, I go. And then she told me like, I think 2 months ahead of time that she was going to Aruba, and I told her I want to go, and she like, cool, we can go, I can go. And then when I went to Aruba, enjoy that life, bro. I looked in that sky and seen how clear the sky is, man. Them people, the water, man. I told God, I said, Lord, this the life I want to live, Lord. This the life I want to live. I want to live a laptop lifestyle. I want to live. I want to be able to make money on the go and just travel the world all my life. I want to just travel, go to different places, meet different people, eat different foods, and just enjoy my motherfucking life. And and then when I came back, shit, I quit my motherfucking job. And then because they was already playing with my hours, and then my manager at my side job at Guest told me I can get full hours there if I commit to there. So I quit my main job to work at Guest on Soho. Because that's what I really want to do and be in fashion. And then when I took that leap of faith, and that kind of, I ain't even thinking, because that was all my benefits. I had benefits. I was getting extra money, but they would just fuck on my hours. What I should have did was try to get them 8 hours back. Like go back to the night shift and still work on the weekends with that, because I was trying to work both jobs and it wouldn't work. So kind of find out, make a long story short, this like 2019. So now business is slowing up by the time the summertime come. You know what I'm saying? Then the store was talking about getting shut down. They spreading everybody out. And then fuck around, the pandemic came 2020. And then, we ain't got no job, nothing ain't booming, nothing ain't going on. So I fuck around and got another gig with my cousin doing like maintenance work at a building. That shit was easy money. You know what I'm saying? But this lady got my ass fired. She tried to tell me what to do, and she wasn't even nobody. She was a fucking customer, a lady that stayed in the building, and she tried to tell me I'm supposed to be doing. I'm trying to tell her I can be doing this. So she fuck around and got me fired. I don't know. And then she finally got me, so I couldn't do that. So at during that same time, no, a little bit before that, I was just not got introduced to forex, like day trading and shit around the pandemic. But before I moved to New York in 2018, I got invited to a Kevin O'Leary summit in Charlotte, North Carolina, and that was my way. That's when I first heard that most people die in their minds at 20 to 35. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They die in their minds in 20 to 35. I think that's what he said. And he said that this one of the speakers was like in his 50s or 60s, like 60. He said he never had a job. He only day trade. Everybody was traders in his family. This other young guy came up. He go around the world telling everybody how he got rich and he get paid off of that. He got his own book. And then what else? That's when I got introduced to trading. And they was like, okay, if you want to get started, come up to the front. It's $900, whatever, we'll teach you how to make money. And that's when I learned, like, oh my God, I ain't even got no money. I ain't got $900. And plus, I don't got nobody in my motherfucking family that I can call on for $9. That really changed my mind. Like, damn, bro. And then I was hurt, so I snuck and drove my mama car to Charlotte. Her ass don't even know that. I snuck and drove her shit. She would have never let me drive that bitch there. What happened? And then I asked this girl that I was fucking, this older girl, and she was like 10 years older than me. When I was working at the hospital, I asked her to go. She said no. I asked my older cousin, my big cousin. I was like, yo, cuz, I'm going to this summit. I'm going to this summit, like a summit, which is somebody gonna talk that's rich and people listening to him to learn the sauce on how he got rich. And I asked my older cousin, which is he probably like 20 something years older than me, and you know what I'm saying, him and my mama alone together. So he and then he told me no, and I'm like, damn, cuz you riding with me, you ain't got to put no gas in, and I got 2 tickets, it's free. Why the fuck in my mind I'm like, why the fuck you ain't want to go? And this is about investment, how to make money. So that's when I learned everybody ain't trying to make no money. And then I heard him say, I'm trying to find all type of ways to make some money, bro. I be trying to find ways to make some money. And that's why I asked him to go. And he was like, no. And then around that time, he playing the lottery, and them, it's amazing how people, like some people, they think playing the damn lottery every day is a fucking investment of them doing something on the side to make some fucking money. Like, and then so that's when I learned, like, my friends didn't want to go, my girls that I was fucking ain't wanting to go, my family members ain't wanting to go. So I like, damn, bro, that's when I really learned I had to that's when I really learned that I had to do this on my own. You know what I'm saying? I had to do this on my own. And that was 2019. So fast forward, doing after the pandemic. So during the pandemic, you know what I'm saying, I ain't working, I'm studying Forex, and I'm putting all my money into it, and I ain't getting no money. And with the Forex shit, you had to pay to learn, and you got to put money on your broker's account, and you learning the trade, and you losing money as you learn, and you paying the teacher to teach you. So I was just on zero. So I'm struggling like a motherfucker. 2020, 2021. So I started getting unemployment, I think, at the end of 2020. And then I met this fucking girl, this older girl that had 2 kids, and it was a blessing because that was my first time experiencing kids, and they loved me to death, and I loved them to death. And boy, I had the best time of my motherfucking life with them kids. And I'm taking care of the kids, looking out for the kids, and me and her wasn't even like that because I don't know, it just at first it was all good a week ago. It was like good for a week, but I ended up fucking with her for a minute. But I spent a lot of motherfucking money with, you know what I'm saying, fucking with her. And then during the pandemic, I got this job at in the building of where my aunts work, and then I used to study while I'm working, and they didn't like that shit. And what else? And then while I'm working a job, and I'm trying to do this on the side, my group that I was trading with and doing business with, my people or colleagues or whatever, they was like, okay, we traveling. We got a business event on this day. So I'm like, damn, I'm working. I ain't even got time to go. I can't even go. You know what I'm saying? So you have to take off. So damn, it's a struggle when you trying to make money and you gotta go to work. So that's what Charleston White is saying, that okay, he couldn't really work because he had to take his kids to school. And then he said the job was interfering with his dream and his vision. So I even learned that from working a job. Like, damn, bro, I'm spending all my time at this job. That's why it's good to sell dope while you chase your dream, because you can damn make plays in the studio. You can make plays sitting on your ass while you working. You ain't got to give your time to somebody or a job, or you can trap in the morning and be done by 12 o'clock. You done made your money for the day. You know what I'm saying? So most people, when they chasing their dream, they selling dope, and that makes fucking sense. But when you ain't selling dope and you working a job, it's hard. So usually you gotta quit that bitch and go all in and be broke and poor and be struggling like a motherfucker. And like how he said, everybody was betting against him. Everybody, he was looking stupid. He was looking crazy. I really went through that, and that was from fucking since I got out of school until now, and I still ain't really made it. And first I had to figure out what to do to get to the millions. Then in 2019 was when I realized that you don't have to be born rich to become rich. Like, I never known how the fuck I was gonna get to the motherfucking money. But 2019, when I found out that so this what the guy said. The guy told me he make $100,000 just to talk for 1 hour. So you make what? This guy that I went to this Kevin O'Leary summit. Kevin O'Leary is a billionaire. I used to watch him on Shark Tank. That's another thing I used to do. I used to watch Shark Tank. I'm like, damn, I gotta come up with me a product. I gotta come up with me a service. And this guy on the Kevin O'Leary summit, he was a young guy. He said he made hundreds of thousands of dollars talking for 1 motherfucking hour. That shit blew my mind. So you mean to tell me you getting paid $100,000 for 1 hour, and I'm getting paid 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, $15 an hour? Ain't no way in the fuck, man. So I was like, damn, I gotta find a way to get some money. I gotta find a way. And then another thing that I did that's valuable in my 20s that is beneficial to young men, I feel like, is go and interview every man and ask every man, so what did you want to be when you grew up? When you was my age at 19, 20, 21, what was you doing? Did you have your shit together? What was your dreams? Why did you have kids? Why did you have kids? Why did you marry her? Why you had a baby from her? Why you staying here and not Atlanta or not Miami or not New York City or not motherfucking Africa or something? What, you know what I'm saying? I really ask all the men, why you driving a Ford instead of a Phantom? Why you got 6 kids from 6 different people instead of having 6 kids from one person? Like, why would you put 6 kids in a person and your ass only make $16 an hour? You don't, matter of fact, you don't even make $16 an hour. So I really asked every guy that I respected why. And they told me some scary ass answers, man. So for a long time, up until 2019, I really was trying to come up. And then you gotta think about it. I never wanted to be famous, and I always wanted to be low key, and I never known you can make money from the internet. So I remember talking. I remember, like, in 2013, this girl I was fucking with, my best friend, one of my main girls I was fucking with, and she was like, DC Young Fly. He do vines and he make money off of vines. He came up on vines and um videos and shit, and and 14, 15 people, and then 2016, niggas like, yo, bro, you need to post that online. See, I thought the internet was for people that wasn't popular, that people that wasn't getting girls, but people that wasn't the shit in real life. See, I was the shit in real life, so I thought being on the internet was just people who love to show off. I don't love to show off. I don't even want to be seen or heard. I want to be low key. You know what I'm saying? And I thought the people that was online, um they wasn't getting attention like that. So that's why I ain't motherfucking know. I ain't realized people was getting paid off the internet until, like, I really and truly, to Charleston White said that shit in 2022. So 2019 is when I realized that you don't have to be born rich to become rich. And then I moved to, no, was that 2000? No, that wasn't 2000. That was 2018. That was the same year. That was the same year I moved to New York, because that was the summertime. No. That was the beginning of the year, like March or April. And then, because I got hurt, I remember. And then I went back to work a little bit, and then I transferred in 2018. So then I moved in New York. I moved back to New York in August of 2018. So I've been here since August 2018. So you know what I'm saying, the pandemic 2020, I met that girl, spent all that money on her, and I could have been saving and could have been had my own crib earlier, but I don't regret nothing. 2021, the same thing. So 2022, I had to go back to work. You know what I'm saying? God damn. And then so 2020, 2021, and 2022, I'm doing Forex. I'm trying to trade, and I'm learning this shit. And then kind of find out motherfuckers are scamming, and kind of find out motherfuckers just playing on your ass. But it's some real shit. But you gotta have money to keep. If I had a consistent money coming in, and doing this on the side, I can still pay my bills and still invest with the little bit of money I had on the side. So I always been investing in myself. And that 2018, 19, no, that 2021, 2022. So I'm at 2022. So now I'm at Walmart in Queens. You know what I'm saying? I'm back working again, right? And because I told you I quit the job in 2019 to work there full time, then I got a job back, right? So So what am I saying? I got the job back, and that's when I started work. So I was working at night, and that's when I started listening to what his name, Charleston White. Started listening to Charleston White, and all his videos used to come from online onto on offline onto no, off the Facebook or off live or whatever, and then come onto motherfucking YouTube, because I ain't had no Instagram, and I ain't had no social media. So this to 2022, so I'm steady watching. I'm like, damn, this nigga telling the truth, and all his shit just kept popping up. I ain't know about the algorithm or nothing like that. So his shit just kept popping up, popping up, popping up. I'm watching all his videos, all his hour-long videos. Them motherfuckers just going live, just talking about real shit, and the stuff that he was talking about, I could relate to and I agree with. And then he was talking just like my uncles was talking, and my older cousins and my uncles was talking. That's how they raised me. That's how they talking shit, cussing your ass out, telling you the real raw uncut truth. And then my great grandma raised me, so she taught me raw uncut truth too. And so I learned all the truth from hanging around grandma and getting the game from my older uncles and shit. So that's how I relate to Charleston White in 2022. And I just kept watching Charleston 22, 23, 24. And I was like, man, I gotta damn. So I was like, damn, how the fuck you reach out to this motherfucker? And how you get in touch with this nigga? And 22, 23, 24. So 24, I got no the end of 23. Um, the end of 23, I got my cousin, and on Christmas, I said, help me download Instagram. Like, teach me how to do Instagram, show me how to post. She showed me a little bit, how to make a video a little bit. And I was like, I gotta motherfucking reach out to Charleston, and I gotta reach out to him to kind of like get started and shit. So I downloaded Instagram just to reach him. You know what I'm saying? So 2024, I reach out, nobody ain't reached back. Towards 2025, I reach out to him. No, 2024, I reach out to him, Dewberry, him, Dewberry, and OG Sane. And nobody ain't replied. And Dewberry hit me back a year later, a year and a half later, in March of 2025. So I holler at Dewberry like, yo, I want to talk to Charleston, meet Charleston, talk to Charleston, get the game. I want to learn. I'm y'all kind. He like, what you trying to do? I told him. He's like, yo, he gave me the price. I was like, all right, I ain't working. I got hurt at the job. So I got hurt at my job in 2023. And I was out of work I'm still out of work from that. And I was like, yo, I'm hoping to get some money, settle my money on workers' comp in a few months. So that was March 2025. And then by September, I got the bread, and I reach out, went to see Dude, and that shit ain't work out. I ain't get to see Charleston. Like, I saw Dude, spend time with him and all that, but that nigga was just, we ain't got to see Charleston White and do business. I think because they had fell out right before that. So that was 2025. And now we in 2026. So what I did do in Dallas is I did an interview with Terrence Gangster Williams. And then he was like, when he finished, he's like, yo, I like you, bro. You ain't got no trouble, and you ain't no felony, and you you good people. And he gave me his number. He's like, anything you need, I help you with. And me and him and so I did an interview, and then Charleston did the interview right after I did that interview. I wonder did he see that? Man, I don't think he did. So and now we here. You know what I'm saying? Now we here. But in 2025, when I did the interview, I'm still, so what the plan was when I met with Dewberry, I was like, dude, so I wanna come do the interview. And then when I got there, I noticed Charleston wasn't there. So I was like, wait, Charleston. And then it was like, oh, he with Lil Mama. I asked OG Sane. I like, OG Sane, where Charleston at, bro? And he was like, oh, he with Lil Mama. I ain't want to call him. I thought that was strange. I like, damn, you I paid to do business with you, and you ain't want to call him because he with a girl. That nigga don't give a fuck about no girl. It ain't like that his wife, but I said it in my mind. So he had a comedy show right after that, and he had a comedy show right after that, and like 2 days. So before I came, I told dude, I like, yo, dude, I wanna do the interview, and then whatever. Then if Charleston got a show, I can fly out with y'all. We go to Miami, go to the show, we can kick it cool. And then I went, you know what I'm saying? We did all that, and then it was the next day we was supposed to fly, and then that nigga told me, he was like, I was in the car, he was like, hey, I don't think we going to Miami. And I was like, why? I was like, what going on? I forgot what lie he told me. And then he was like, nah, I don't think we going. I was like, all right, okay, so what y'all gonna do? He was like, we're gonna see, I'll let you know and all that shit. So I'm like, I ain't really questioning too much, but I'm like, damn, how the fuck you the manager and you don't know? You don't know? What the fuck you mean you don't know? You don't think y'all going to think? What the fuck? The shit tomorrow, is the show canceled? Is it going on? Is it rescheduled? So what about me? What about our business that we had? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking this in my mind, but then, the next day came to me to I want to watch a fucking fight, and goddamn, we watched the fight together, and it wasn't no business being done. It wasn't no business done. It just seemed like it was a fucking vacation. Nigga just played on you. Nigga just did the interview with me, him, and Sane, and I ain't put the interview out. None of that shit. I ain't put it on their page. And then what makes it so bad, they took the page right after the Charlie Kirk shit. So that shit happened right around that Charlie Kirk shit. They took the motherfucking page, but the nigga still ain't put the shit out because it was days later. I'm like, damn, why he ain't put OG Sane ain't putting that out. Nobody ain't putting that out. So I'm like, all right, cool. And then the days go by, and I'm, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, damn, bro, them niggas, man. So I'm like, all right. So ain't that you really? So I'm calling them niggas ain't answer the phone. Them niggas to my send me your email so they can send it to me. And then I finally talked to him like, yeah, I talked to him. He's like, yo, they took the page down. They took the page. Okay, so what now? And then them niggas talking slow and shit. I'm gonna call you back. So I'm calling niggas, they answer the phone, calling OG Sane, answer the phone. Then OG Sane answer the phone. He was like, he said it with an attitude, and he was like acting like I'm aggravating him. I'm texting the nigga, and he's like, I call you back. So I text OG Sane. I was like, and I realized what the fuck going on. So I sent OG Sane, because OG Sane seemed like a sane nigga. He seemed like he got some sense. He seemed like a father. He seemed like he got some sense. So I text OG Sane the real shit on how I felt and what happened, and I asked them niggas, did they ever have in their mind that I was supposed to meet with Charleston? Them niggas ain't even answer the question. Them niggas start talking about shit that they ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And then Dewberry gonna try to call me. Don't try to call me now. Once I done call you 1,000 times, you ain't answer the phone. And now I'm texting you ain't answer the phone. And then when I sent that fucking message to OG Sane, now do want to call me. Because I know Sane called Dewberry and told him, like, what the fuck happened? Because then when I sent a message to Sane, OG Sane slipped up and said, well, I don't even know the deal that you made with Dew. I was like, word? So he ain't even knew I was probably coming, that I was coming. Because when I went there, OG Sane was sleeping on the floor. They was like chilling. And them niggas ain't welcome me. Them niggas ain't, we excited about having you. So I noticed that shit. So I don't think Sane knew I was coming. I don't think Sane knew how much I paid for the interview. I don't think Sane knew about none of that shit. I think Deuce set that whole play up for him to keep that motherfucking 5 bands. I think because another thing is when we did do the interview, I had my GoPro recording, and when we finished the little segment, I think the battery went dead. I went to use the bathroom, and then when I looked at the tape, my GoPro later on, when I went to the bathroom, the nigga dude pulled out the money, and he started to count it, and he got excited like, yeah, we just got this nigga, 5 bands, and I'm like, how the fuck a nigga excited about money that's used to getting money? Because real niggas that used to getting bucks of money, big money, and they used to getting big money every day, money don't excite them because they got that shit that you get. What that little bit of money that you giving him, motherfucker got that shit in the bag, got that shit in their pocket, got that shit in the stash, got that shit in the car. So it was a red flag when I seen him was excited about opening the money. So that was a red flag. But then make a long story short, bro, I ain't talked to them niggas since. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, them niggas really didn't give a fuck about contacting me, making sure I was good. So I put all that shit together and be like, damn, okay, I see what happened. And then the truth really came out because I'm really watching Charleston White, and I'm really watching Charleston. I'm following him, and come to find out something happened to where everybody so once upon a time they were traveling with him every day. I'm watching them. They traveling with him every day. It's them three because somebody was playing on Charleston the first time, and managers went bad, so say fuck it, I'm gonna go with my childhood friends manager. Then I think them niggas was using Charleston, and Charleston fucked around and said he had to take all his bags by himself. And when he realized that nigga said he cut every goddamn body out. He fired everybody. His bitch, sent his kids back home. Everybody fired. Fuck all y'all. Everybody fired. So I learned that shit out later. So I say, damn, that's why that shit probably happened, and then all that shit probably hit the fan at one time, and they ain't want to tell me that. But at least could have told me the truth. And then, like I said, once I did the interview, I think days later, Charleston had did an interview. Charleston did an interview on Terrence Gangsta Williams podcast right after I did that shit. So I like to call Gangsta, like, Gangsta, man, tell him this and that. Man, show him my book, what I wrote. Because I really should have talked about Charleston in that fucking interview. But since Dewberry was there, and I never thought the niggas gonna take advantage of me and not let me meet Charleston. I would have damn exposed everything. Not exposed everything, but I really would have said what I needed to say to Charleston and tell him the story and shit. But the subject was never about him. The subject was me, them interviewing me about me. But I ain't never added Charleston in the interview because I was with his main man. Them niggas said they've been knowing each other since 15. So I ain't even got to do that because I'm with his partner. You know what I'm saying? But couldn't find out he fell out with his partner. Not really fell out because they real friends, but they had a disagreement to where they like, nah, we can't even kick it no more. We can't even do business like that no more. But they probably still friends, but the business side, nah. But when Charleston said the job would intervene with the dream and the vision, I can relate to that by working these jobs, trying to keep the vision, and working these jobs and trying to learn and study. And what I learned from working a job and trying to come up is that you need your time to study and you need your time to travel. Because when I was trading Forex, the team used to say, okay, we're meeting up in Miami. In 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you got to have money and time to go. And then you really can't go because you got to work. But then they tell me staying a whole week or two. Then I learned from working a job, you need the freedom and the money to work on your career and work on your dream, work on your vision. So it be hard, bro. It be very challenging. But now that I ain't working, but you ain't get no money in, you gotta kind of like gotta struggle and be poor and goddamn like Finesse say, you gotta be eating trash out the trash can with two hands type shit. He said that was a Memphis slang. Like you gotta really be assed out, just catching the short end of the stick, be fucked up, and really chase your dream and really goddamn put your all into it and believe like he said, and have all the backlash coming on you. Everybody talking shit about you. Everybody saying it ain't gonna work. But you know what? Every person in my family, I worked at every job they worked at that bitch and quit. So I told them, just like how y'all think what I'm doing is stupid, what I think what you doing is stupid. Just like you wouldn't do what I'm doing, I wouldn't do that shit what y'all doing either. So don't talk about me because I could talk about y'all too, but I ain't gonna hurt your feelings like that. But the fact that y'all will look down on me and laugh at me and talk shit about me when I wouldn't do that shit if I had to go to prison or do that shit, I'd rather go to fucking I wouldn't do that shit what y'all doing. And y'all did do that motherfucker for 20, 30 fucking years, 40 years. I wouldn't do that dumbass shit, nigga. And that's what I think your family hate about you because what? Ain't no goddamn windows in this bitch. Like, I can't go to the bathroom when I wanna. Like, I gotta ask you, can I go to the bathroom? Bitch, I ain't even asked my teacher to go to the bathroom in school. Like, they gonna fire you for being on a cell phone? Bitch, what if a motherfucker got kids? Like, who gonna like nah, bruh. Hell no. Hell no. So I was like, nah, bruh. That's when I learned a valuable lesson. Like you can't really work a job and chase your dreams unless you got a job that allow you to do what you want to do on the job but still be productive. But most jobs, like I said, when I used to work in the apartments, most jobs don't even want you to study, or they don't even want you to do like this job don't even require me to think. I just got to do XYZ and cool. I can spend my time doing something constructive. And I realized from working a job and being handsome on the job and being fly, they don't like that shit for some reason. They want you to be a bum. They want you to goddamn do what they say. They want you to just like, who the fuck you talk? And they'll bully you and treat you. So man, I learned a lot from working a job and chasing your dream and vision. But I can relate to that when Charleston said a job will intervene with your dream and vision. But let's get back into
I
it.
needed an 8-hour job, but
Somebody say
8-hour job.
what they say.
The skills
Nobody
I had, so I had to
cares.
take
Literally.
12 to 10 to 12 hour
Have you
hour
ever
job.
had a what? I don't even know
But
what
I
they
can't
say.
take the 10 to 12
Nobody cares, sweetheart.
hour job, nigga. Who gonna take the kids in school?
How a person gonna say nobody
Mama
cares?
got to be working shift
Hold
time.
on.
My
How
sister.
somebody gonna take the time to write nobody cares, but you looking and listening and took the time to write that shit? Nobody cares, sweetheart. Then the motherfucker put nobody cares, literally. Why would you write that twice? If you don't care, why would you take the time to write it? If you don't care, why would you look and take comments? So this is important. I like how he say who gonna watch the kids when he go to work. You gotta think about that because most people throw their damn kids off to any damn body while they go to work. Luckily, thankful my mom, she had my grandma and great grandma to watch her kid me while she go to work. So my cousins, they lucky as hell. My cousins and my mom and shit, they lucky grandma was alive during that time and they could watch the kids while they go to work. And then they ain't never motherfucking gave grandma no fucking money for that shit. They ain't never gave grandma no money. They ain't never got damn. My other cousin used to send their kids with Kool-Aid and food and shit. Sometimes my mom ain't never sent no fucking food and shit. She ain't never sent not a damn thing. Sorry ass motherfucker. But then got the nerve to say she ain't never paid for the babysitter. So what the fuck did you pay for? You just using the motherfucker. But it's all good though. Her grandma taught me some game and I learned a valuable lesson, boy. It's hard to work a job and raise kids and chase your dream.
Time she gotta get her kid. Who gonna drop the kids off at school? Then who gonna pick my baby up midday? So I gotta try to get me an overnight job.
Right.
Get off and be tired in the morning, but I can't keep doing this.
I learned that too. That man, I'm gonna have to work a night job to kind of down to be free during the day to have the time and the freedom to study and to work. So it's a challenge, and you realize year after year after year just going by while you just trying, bro. That shit get frustrating. That shit man, it do seem like your ass ain't gonna make it, but you gotta keep going.
I got to a point, my nigga, where nigga had already passed the crossroads of life. Nigga, I done made it to an edge of life.
Damn.
And I either go back to where I came from doing that same old shit, or I take a jump and a leap where I don't know where I'm gonna land, cause I can't see nothing at this point.
That's some real shit. Let me round that back. That I remember Steve Harvey told me that in like 2013, because when I was fucked up and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and I was at my grandma's house trying to figure it out. I used to watch Steve Harvey, and then they used to have a segment called Ask Steve, and the people ask him a question, and then he tell them such and such. But before the Ask Steve segment, he used to tell like how to chase your dream and how to make it. That one thing about Steve Harvey, he was the first most motivational speaker that teach you about chasing your dream and teach you about making it. Like you can motherfucking make it, bro. You can make it. You just gotta try and keep going and believe in yourself and tune out the bullshit. You can make it. You can make it. That he was the first person that really said that you can make it without a college degree and that you can make it being a ignorant nigga and you can make it being how you being. God will still let you make it just like that.
Skills I got, homie, that I can make my life better. Nigga, I can't go back to college because nigga, I done damn near maxed out shit, man, I just need 2 more semesters, nigga, to go apply for law school. But nigga, just getting them 2 more semesters, being a non-traditional student was overwhelming and overbearing. Cause I gotta feed these kids. I gotta cook when they get out of school. Nigga, I gotta find something for them to do. Nigga, that was about to break a nigga. Trying to maintain. But what glue a nigga together and keep a nigga from breaking? The rewards that you get at night when the kids go to sleep and you there with them watching them go to sleep.
Yeah. That is peaceful because when I tell you I used to watch them kids for this girl, and when I used to watch them at night, watch them during the daytime, and then I take care of them, bro. And I used to watch them just fall asleep so fucking peaceful, bro. If you watch a child sleep, man, that shit's so peaceful. They just like watching fish swim or something. They just like watching the fucking sky and clouds. It's like watching. It's so peaceful, bro. It's like watching flowers or some shit. Watching a child just sleep so peaceful, especially if they bad as hell and they so active. When they ass go to sleep and they be calm and peaceful, that it make you feel good. Like I used to pray, like Lord, give me the strength, give me the knowledge to teach them, to give me the wisdom to tell them the right thing and make sure I'm feeding them the right thing and make sure I'm doing the right thing because you young and you don't know and you need help type shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like that shit was real.
The reward, nigga, is watching them sleep. Nigga, when you go in there, make sure everything all right at the end of the day. And you can finally go in there and jack your dick off without them interrupting. You can have you some phone sex, smoke your weed. That's when you know it's all right. When even though you struggle, you know you still struggle tomorrow. But I done capped off this day, though. You know what I'm talking about, nigga? I done capped off this day, though. And, nigga, for that little moment, you feel proud. It's some honor. It's some dignity and integrity before you go to sleep. With your struggling ass. But boy, I feel good for that moment, though, my nigga. When you walk out that room, nigga, know they are safe and all right in your hands. And you go hit that spill for that J. And or you sneak out and go get you some pussy and get on back. That's what carried a nigga, that little moment of fatherhood. Cause I ain't have nothing else, nigga, to keep me going. Other than the belief that I got a gift and a talent with this new discovery of the internet I done discovered. I got some new knowledge, I got some new information, and nigga, this is what this is the carrot that's in front of me that I'm chasing. Like when you say, nigga, I live off $80, that was me, nigga. That was me. I probably was barely getting $2,000 a month, nigga, in disability. Another $360 in food stamps, nigga. I would put that all back in the nigga trying to get me a little phone and understand that content shit, nigga. So I can't lose betting on me and believing in me. Yeah. You know, that's like having inside trade secrets. Nigga, I'm betting on me and I'm believing on me. And I'm the investment in the investor. I knew, nigga. Nobody else knew, nigga. I knew it was gonna hit. I knew it was gonna hit, nigga. But in the process, nigga, I was talked about, I was shamed, I was ridiculed, I was spit on, I was misunderstood, and it hurt. Yeah, and it hurt. But nigga, rather than letting it hurt be discouragement, or rather than letting it hurt turn into anger, I use it as fuel.
That's what's up. So he said you gotta use your anger and discouragement as fuel. Instead of not getting discouraged and not getting anger, use it as fuel. Use it as fuel.
I wouldn't express it to nobody. Nigga, I came and used it as fuel. So, nigga, that's why I was vicious with my words and venomous in the beginning. Cause I would hurt cause couldn't nobody believe in me. And the people in line were laughing at me. And I'm trying to tell them what I'm doing. Nigga, I'm playing a character. But they laughing at me, they talking about me, they ridicule me. And I'm saying, man, this ain't me, nigga. I'm trying to let y'all know what it is. So that's why, nigga, I was hurt. That's why I was mean at first, nigga. Cause I'm saying, this is what I'm doing, man. Just nobody believe. Now they believe.
As adults, based on our choices and decisions, we gotta go through what we gotta go through, right?
Yeah.
The process be the worst, but it's what we need. Nothing else will change us.
Because if it didn't, you wouldn't have done it.
Hold on, what he said?
Everything you get in life, you get what you deserve in life. Based off
Hold on, what he
how
said?
they believe.
As adults, based on our choices and decisions, we gotta go through what we gotta go through, right? The
Yeah.
process be the worst, but it's what we need. Nothing else will change us.
Because if it didn't, you wouldn't have done it. Everything you get in life, you get what you deserve in life. Based off what you've chosen to do in life. So whether you think that's karma or not, it's called reciprocation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add something else to that. Your children have to go through what you put them through based on what you choose. Your children have to suffer from what you choose, right or wrong. And there's nothing that nobody can do. Your children are gonna have to suffer because of the decisions of the parents. Christian Roxanne is suffering from the decisions of her mother, but they look and try to blame an absent father. You had a chance to replace the absent father with a positive male influence. What did you replace the absent father with? It's only so much an absentee can take. Blame. I wasn't there. Absence causes things, yeah. But nothing causes more than what's done that I see and feel and receive. So the process could be the worst part. The beginning of it is, but nigga, the process is what the food have to go through to get done. A lot of time, that's the beauty. What you had to go through to get to where you are now. All of us didn't go through hell. Nigga, all of us didn't have to go through hell, nigga, to learn what we learn today. But nigga, some of us had to go through hell not because of what we done, but because who we were born to. Mm-hmm. In the situation we were born in. So, and because of that, you make wrong decisions because of what you was born into. So a lot of niggas fucked up because of what they were born into and who was teaching them. So a lot of niggas right now jealous in the motherfucker because they grew up with a jealous ass woman. Mama was jealous of the sister, mama jealous of the neighbor, so he's just jealous niggas, so they rob you. It's some niggas, mama who was on drugs ever since they were little. And when they walked in, nigga, they was 6, 7 years old, and their mama was high on drugs. And the little brother was peeing in the pamper, because the pamper, nigga, now them niggas rob drug dealers now, because they hate drug dealers, because drug dealers got their mamas on drugs, and before, it's some nigga like that, nigga. And you be hollering about, man, I can't stand a nigga jacking ass nigga. That's part of the game. Somebody sold drugs to his mama, so he got a disdain for dope dealers. It's a nigga been molested, and watched his sister get molested. And every time a molester cross his way, he's down him. He can't wait to fuck over a pervert or pedophile nigga. Cause that's why, nigga.
Yeah.
And some niggas got some issues that happened as a child, never got healed, never gets talked about, and nigga, it's just withdrawn, but it's displayed in anger. That's why when he...
That is true. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, a lot of men I grew up with, that angry all the time and fighting all the time, couldn't find out their mama was hoes and prostitutes, and their mama was crack babies and crackheads and shit. They was crack baby. No wonder they so goddamn mean and hateful. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never been like that, but everybody got their own motherfucking problems and shit, but not me.
Man is over with. The same little boy. Most real men you never see irate. Most real men you never see irate. Unless he's in battle.
What that mean, irate? What the fuck that mean?
So I was fortunate enough, homie, in my 20s, my teens, to be able to go through counseling and therapy and all that type of shit, to get whatever was unresolved, whatever was unhealed as a child. So I can firmly state and express and say, as a grown man, my childhood issues don't reflect in my adult behavior. I was healed as a child. My childhood trauma was addressed long before I was 25. I've had counseling sessions in my 20s to help me understand the lack of identity and the struggle that young males have from 18 to 25 from the lack of frontal the prefrontal cortex connection, right? So you struggle with identity during that time because your brain is developing, right? But it hadn't. So you're frustrated because you got a lot of questions you can't answer, and you're searching for something that seems like you can't find because you lack brain development. And
That real shit. I can say my brain was developed because I had a great grandma. Grandma used to goddamn teach me and tell me right from wrong, and she used to um, teach me about life and basically teach me about life. And then you got a bunch of older people around you to teach and tell you every day. Every day after school, grandma house is packed with grown people, so they always teaching and telling. And I never struggled with identity. You know what I'm saying? But the I would say this: I had a lot of questions that I didn't know, and a way a young man can get his answered from the questions is by being quiet and looking and listening. Because from my experience, like looking and like I want to know how to get rich, and I want to know how to come up. I want to know how to come up, and I want to know how to get rich. And I started, so like he said, from 18 to 25, that's a good range, because that's a great range, because you graduate, you know what I'm saying, you about 17, 18, and then I moved to New York at 25. So 18 to 25, I really, no, I could say you really trying to find yourself. You really trying to find what you want to do and who you are and which route you gonna take. And what I did as a young man in my teens and 20s, like when I graduated from school, when I was 18, 19, and 20 and 21, before 21, like I really asked all the men in my family and all the men in my community, all the questions I could think of. When you was my age, what was you doing? Did you knew what you wanted to be when you grew up? And then when I got my first warehouse job, I asked the people that been there 20 years, like, how much money you make? And say if I'm making 11, them motherfuckers making 17. So you mean to tell me you been here 20 motherfucking years and you only make $6 more than me? That was a reality check. So I used to ask men, um, like, what did you want to be when you grew up? What was your dreams and goals? And they face used to lit up, and they used to always tell me some shit that ain't that they are not doing. And I used to be like, oh gee, why you ain't doing that? And they be like, they don't know. Or they be like, man, I had kids, bro. They be like, man, I got in trouble, bro. I got locked up. Or they be like, man, I got caught up with a girl. Or they be like, man, I got caught up in the streets. Or they be like, man, I got caught up with a job. So I was like, damn, bro, I can't let no job. I can't let no job. I can't let the streets. I can't let no girl. I can't let nothing really stop me from being me and being great, because that's all a man think about. Like I had a cousin, he fucked around and got on dope. He got on drugs because not I don't know why he did it, but when he was on drugs, all he ever talked about my whole childhood was the life that he used to live when he used to be on and popping. Like he used to drive trucks and he been all around the world, and he always used to tell us kids there is a bigger world out there. And he done been to West Coast Cucamongas, he done been to Vegas, he done been to Cali, he done drove from Oakland, San Francisco, he done drove from Canada, he done drove from one side of the earth to the other side of the earth. And he said he done did that, right? And so he always was a reflection of what you didn't want to be like, but you want to be like him because he traveled the world as a young person. You know what I'm saying? And he had a chance to live his dreams, even though he fucked it up himself. And I used to always tell him, like in the second, third, fourth grade, why you don't get back in the game? Why you don't get your driving? Why you don't get your truck driving license back again? Because at first he said, bro, you got to get your license back. Then you got to get your truck driver. I was like, bro, why you won't just get it? Why you won't just do what you're supposed to do to get it? But I realized a lot of people fall off and they ain't got the energy to bounce back. So I can relate to him by by having some answers that wasn't answered. And the way that you really find, like there's a saying, if you look, you will find. So if by me looking for the answers to the test, like looking to find out like what type of man I want to be, which city I wanted to stay in, like what type of girl you want to have. Like you really gotta tailor make your life. How do I want to live? What car I want to drive? What do I want to do on my lunch break? Where I want to have lunch. I remember when I graduated, I used to watch this show called Single Ladies, and I watched how the ladies used to have their own businesses. They used to have their own. They used to own the store, and on lunch break, they used to fucking just do fly shit. They go to work fly. They stay in a they in a glass building, and and they driving foreigns and shit. They having fun. Like I always wanted that type of job, and I realized it wasn't these type of jobs around. So I'm like, how the fuck I'm gonna do it? And I just was, if you just keep, how the fuck I'm gonna do it? How the fuck I'm gonna do it? How the fuck I'm gonna do it? If you keep it in your head, you will find out a way. So I can relate to like asking them questions. And I ain't never went to therapy. So if you a person that ain't went to therapy and you ain't had nobody to talk to, sometimes you gotta talk to yourself. And like me, I used to talk to myself. I used to be my best friend. I ain't used to fuck with people like that and fuck with girls and fuck. I don't fuck a lot of girls and been with a lot of girls, but I never was taking a girl serious. I never was serious with a girl because I can't afford to take care of you, and unless we on the same, like I wanted to meet a girl that we got the same vision, we got the same goals, we both want to get rich, we both don't want no kids, we both want to travel, we both on the same alignment type shit. And I ain't never met nothing like that. So I can relate to when you like trying to find yourself, but I never was like I never had confusion about my identity. I knew who the fuck I was and who the fuck I wasn't. I knew what the fuck I wanted to do and what the fuck I didn't want to do. See that was one good thing I had. I know I ain't want to be like your ass. Like I had a daddy who always would try to convince me to be like him and do stuff what he did, but I just used to try to tell him, my nigga, I'm just your son, bruh. You just my daddy. We got two things in common. We got the same fucking last name and we look alike. That's it, nigga. I don't want to be like you. I don't want to do nothing like you did. I don't want to do nothing like you did. I don't want to be like you. So I learned, bro, I had to get the fuck away from him and the fuck away from everybody because I realized everybody will try to convince you to be like them and they ain't even doing shit. And the people that is doing something, they ain't gonna try to convince you to be like them and they ain't gonna give you the steps on how to be like them. You gonna have to figure that shit out. So during my 20s, bro, I was just trying to figure out how to come up, figure out how to come up. Fuck that laughing and joking and going out and getting pussy and smoking weed and getting high. I was trying to figure out how to come up. And I was doing this shit low key and not fucking with the internet. Cause I ain't know you can get money off the internet. I think people started making money off the internet like 2015, 2016. Like that was my lowest point, 2015. But I came up at the end of the year, out that same year. But if I would have known people that like Corey SSG, CJ So Smooth, CJ So Cool, and like the big niggas like certain niggas started off in 2015, 16, 17, 18 and blew up like a motherfucker. I ain't even knew that. I used to hear about these people and shit, but I never known that you can really make money off the internet. I ain't know you can make money till Charleston was saying that shit 2022. Like I ain't never known that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then once you known that you can do this shit, how the fuck you gonna do it? So I really wasted I ain't gonna say I wasted time, but from 2022, 2023, 2024 a little bit. I started in 2024 a little bit, but 2022, 2023, I got this shit written down. Like I was like, damn, bro. How the fuck do you do this shit? How the fuck do you edit a video? So I wasted a lot of time trying to figure out how to edit a video and figure out how to do this and that. And but what I always did was kept up with what going on, and I always practiced by talking to myself, and I always had the stories to talk about. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the stories to make the crowd engage with what you're talking about. Like you gotta be a man that done been through shit to have a good story to tell.
All of a sudden the light come on. When my light came on, nigga, my life is more affected by what I've done and what I didn't do as a father than any other thing.
Wow.
So when I look at where I'm at today, the things that I do today, the things I've been able to accumulate and acquire, this is the fruit of my labor for my decisions based on what I did right and wrong as a father. Right now, I'm 48 years old. This is the rewards and the fruit. This is the fruits of my labor, nigga, from the choices and decisions that I made from 25 to 40. Because it's been about eight years now, to 40. But I started in my 30s. I was still immature and undeveloped and somewhat reckless in decision making, 26, 27, 28. I got real serious close to 30. By the time I was 30, nigga, I was solidified in fatherhood. I didn't waver. I didn't run back to the streets. I didn't straddle the fence. I didn't seesaw. I stayed right there, nigga, from 30, and this is the rewards. I didn't beat their mama. I didn't mistreat her. I didn't try to inflict any more. Was I the perfect ex-husband, baby daddy? No. I'm a very difficult nigga, complicated. But nigga, I got everybody's best interest at heart. Even when I'm trying to strike a lick. So, nigga, it don't never look like it's working in the beginning when everything's coming together. That's the stage of the other side of the coin. When you have hope and inspiration and aspirations and you believe. The other side of the coin, nigga, is disbelief and discouragement and hopelessness. So things come into play, things happen, things are thrown at you to create discouragement, to create the feelings of hopelessness. Nigga, the devil's greatest trick, nigga. I heard Bill Belichick say this. And he tell his players, the devil's greatest tool is discouragement. Because if he gets you discouraged, everything else he got to sell you works. Nigga, once you're discouraged, everything else works. That's the greatest tool, is to discourage you. Oh, man, them white folks ain't gonna let you do that. Oh, man, nigga, you done been locked up before. Those things to discourage you, nigga, that's what stops the dream. That's what stops the idea. Wow. Your dad and me, I don't think, boy, you white folks ain't gonna let you do that. So whenever you hear people that rebuttal you with a discouraging word, nigga, then you know that's the devil talking through them. Not necessarily that they the devil, but he uses the closest things to you.
That's a fact, boy. Even with your motherfucking mama and daddy, boy, your mama and daddy say some of the... Man, that's why I had to cut their ass off, because they always say the negativest shit in the world. I'm talking about... My mama used to tell me shit. You keep doing that, your ass going to jail. Bitch, I ain't even doing that. But a motherfucker be telling you that shit since the 4th fucking grade. And about 2 years ago, this motherfucker tell me this. I say, Mom, you been telling me that same damn shit since the fucking 4th grade. I ain't never got. I ain't never got in trouble. Nothing never happened to me, bro. Give me some fucking grace, bro. What the fuck is you scared of? Like, don't put your fucking fears on me, bro. Like, bro, you keep telling me the same fucking shit. And ain't nothing never happened to me. First of all, bitch, I ain't even doing that for something to happen to me. I remember I got an older cousin, and I was a young kid, and my cousin used to sell dope heavy in the streets and shit. I was a young kid and shit, and I used to just hear about these stories that motherfucker used to sell. He used to make a lot of motherfucking money, and I got older and I realized that nigga used to make a lot of motherfucking money. And I remember as a kid, my mom used to be on the phone just talking shit about that man. I don't know why. And then during this time, the nigga had done quit selling dope, and he told himself he going to fucking school to get his degree in welding and shit. And he gonna stop selling dope, and he gonna go to school, going to school for welding, get a job. This was when he was transition. I was a kid. My motherfucking mama, her ass working the guy. I love my mama, respect. She, you know what I'm saying? But I learned in life, when people don't make it in life and they don't chase their dream and they don't be successful and they fuck their whole life up, They job is to fuck your life up. So when somebody is miserable like a motherfucker, their job is to make your life miserable. When they ass ain't made it, their job is to make you feel discouraged and make you feel like they ain't made it. I learned that. So my mom used to be on the fucking phone, bro. She used to be talking shit by that man. I don't know why he going I don't know why he going to welding school, because they gonna look at him, they gonna look at his record, and they gonna see he got a record and he ain't gonna make it. Man, my goddamn cousin, man, that nigga fuck around and finish school, welding, balling like a bitch. I ain't went to jail, I ain't got. That nigga sold dope, stopped selling dope, transfer his life in the fucking welding. Now that nigga doing great, and he been doing great. Now my mama looking stupid as hell. Like, just looking, like, what the fuck you gotta say now? Like, so I learned at an early age, bro, motherfuckers that ain't chased their dream, they ass ain't did a motherfucking thing. You know, most people ain't did shit with their life since they graduated. That's why when I went to that seminar in 2018 in Charlotte with Kevin O'Leary, that nigga told me most people die in their minds at 25, bro. And they die physically at 70. The average person die in their mind between 25 and 30. That's young as a motherfucker. And I know that to be true because when we graduated from high school, before we even got 20, I'm talking about a few years out of high school, everybody was strung out on dope. I'm talking about niggas, white boys, white people that was making all A's in school, knew they was going to college. Everybody that had plans of going to college, niggas got strung on dope. The niggas threw their life away, bro. So you never know who the fuck gonna be successful, bro. But I never forget. Boy, I remember one time I'm trying to find a job, and I was trying to find a job outside of where I stayed at. I want to get the fuck away from this bitch. I done fucked all the hoes. It ain't nothing left around this motherfucker. I'm trying to get the fuck away from here. And I'm trying to find a job like 2, 3, 4, 5 hours away. And my daddy said one time, son, I don't know why you trying to find jobs far away from here. You need to try to find a job you need to try to find a job close here. Bitch, I ain't want to stay around y'all ass, bro. I don't want to stay in this motherfucker. Fuck, I like staying around y'all. I want to get the fuck away from this bitch. So I learned, bro. Motherfucker try to keep your ass stagnated. They try to keep that's wrong for somebody to do. Like, why don't you want somebody to be successful? Why don't you want somebody to get the fuck away from here? You know what I'm saying? And I realized that your motherfucking mama and your motherfucking daddy in my personal life, my mama, my daddy, even my aunts, grandma on my daddy's side, they try to keep your ass fucked up and at the bottom just like them. Like, you know what I realized in my life? When I got a bullshit ass job and I told my family, boy, they were so fucking happy for me. They were so happy that I'm making fucking 10, 11, $12 an hour. But boy, if I tell them I got a business idea and I'm finna take a leap of faith and you can tell in their face, they like, oh. They like, oh. Like, I remember I got my first apartment in New York. Like, I got my apartment in New York. I'm like, I told my aunt, like, yo, I got my aunt up here. I'm like, yo, I got my apartment. Like, cause her son stayed with her ass. He 50-something years old, still staying with her. You know what I'm saying? And they know how hard it is to get a place. But when you pull I was about to say the imaginable. When you pull something that motherfuckers think your ass can't pull and you pull that bitch off, your family members will be like, oh, you did that? Fucking right, I did it. What, you thought I wasn't gonna do it? You know, and your family members, you're supposed to be your biggest supporters, and they against you, bro. That is so motherfucking true that they'll discourage you, bro. That's why I really had to. I'm talking about, it could be like I talked to mama like 2 years ago, a couple years ago, and I was like, you know what I'm saying, she wanted to talk to me and shit. I don't even fuck with her, but you know what I'm saying, you try to, do the right thing and shit, talk to the motherfucker. So I'm like, yeah, my back, you know what I'm saying, and trying to get disability, I can't work and shit like that. She talking, oh, it's gonna take a long time to get that. What's your fucking point? Oh, I'm just saying. I ain't say what's your point, but I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. But so and it's just she'd be like, yeah, it's gonna take a long time, and I'm just saying, why you just saying something negative? Oh, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna like, man, like, it's amazing how people would discourage you, bro. It's amazing. And once you see, at first you young, you naive, you be like, your mom and dad ain't gonna talk bad about you. Your mom and dad ain't gonna say no negative shit and put discouragement on you. Like, and then you realize over time as you get older, bro, you be like, bro, you know what? I done had my mom and daddy do me way more dirtier than niggas in the streets. I done had some niggas do some dirty ass shit. But nigga, when I think about the shit my mama and daddy do, that shit supersedes what the fuck a nigga in the streets did to me, bro. And I see a nigga in the street that did me wrong and dirty, or a bitch that did me wrong and dirty in the streets, bro. And since I'm such a good nigga, a fly nigga, a cool nigga, when they see me, they get happy as hell and wanna hug me, what's up, bro? And I'm a cool, what's happening, bro? You know me. I ain't got no bad intention and bad blood. What's happening? But that lets you know that you great and you somebody. And then in New York, when I be in New York, motherfuckers will look at you like, wow, like really look at you like, and they're old people just tell me their story. Old people tell me how great I am. Girls will tell me how fly I am. And then when I tell my story, like, yo, I'm from down south, I came here to make it. Like, damn, nigga, you came from down south to up north. That's some real shit. Even big man, bod mans, niggas that's running shit, running blocks, niggas that's big scammers, niggas that's got businesses. They like, nigga, you moved from down south to come up here. Most niggas are moved from up north to go down south. So the niggas, certain niggas, they like, bro, go for that shit, bro. You can do it. You gonna make it, my nigga. I used to be the same way like you. And you realize when you get around people in New York, they encourage you to make it. They encourage you to make it. While your family member discourage you to make it. You know what I'm saying? And I be trying to tell people, like Andrew Tate say at his fight, it's better to get in the ring and try and lose than not try at all. Like I try to tell people, even if I try and I fail, it's cool because at least I tried. Your ass ain't even tried and failed. I can look at your life and you feeling like a son of a bitch. I wouldn't even do that shit to save my life. So you can't even say nothing about me because if working at your job, if a motherfucker paid me $100 an hour, I wouldn't do that bullshit. So you can't say nothing about me because I wouldn't do that shit to save my life. So you gotta watch out for people that discourage you, bro. Motherfuckers will put their fucking fears on you so bad, bro, and be wondering about you. Be like, damn, it been 10 years since I've been in New York. 10 motherfucking years. I've been almost 10 years. Motherfuckers still worrying about how you making it. Thugging it. And nigga gon' motherfucking make it big, bro.
As God do.
Cause this is a city where you can make it, bro.
Nah, nigga. That's why I say I think everybody playing. So I had to trick myself, nigga. I had to play on myself. I tricked me to believe when I don't believe. Like the little red caboose. I think I can. I think I can. When first I think I can, you don't think you can. But if you keep saying it enough to yourself, you believe the lies too. Yeah.
You gotta be.
But you have to go insane to accomplish something that most can't see.
You have to make a lie come true. When I grow up, I'm gonna be the world's greatest. That's a lie at the time you're saying it. Man, when I grew up, I used to hear them old niggas say that on me, man, I make a lie come true. That's why I love Don King. That's speaking things into existence.
Yep.
If you really believe. Other than that, you lying.
Yeah.
So I listen to people to see if they really believe the things that they're saying, and I hear for the most part people don't. That's why I think everybody playing.
Yeah, that is true. I remember before I came to New York, I used to walk to my job, and I used to walk, and niggas be like, even when I go to my homeboy crib, when we finish, I used to walk home. I ain't scared to walk, and bro, my crib right there, it ain't far. I'm finna walk, bro, everything good. Like, I get to be, it's peaceful when you walk. Like, you be to yourself when you walk. And it's amazing how people look at you like, you walking? Nigga, you better fucking walk. People in New York, they walk so far and so long and run so far and so long and ride a bike. Like, So I prepared myself like I knew I'm going to New York. And I ain't even had no way of getting to it. But I knew, motherfucker, I'm a motherfucking make it. And I got to this bitch. And now when you get here, you gotta stay here. And you gotta keep coming up. And you gotta remember the vision on why the fuck you even moved here in the first place.
You don't think you're great. You don't believe you can do it. I do though, nigga. So I listen and pay attention. But you have to lie to yourself. When you feeling like shit and you feeling down in the shame, you have to tell yourself you're good. And when I say that, nigga, I think about a month ago, I went to a juvenile detention center, nigga, and broke down. That's why I won't like that. I won't like me, because that shit is heavy on a nigga heart. Nigga, these kids got murder cases. They finna be gone today my age. I saw this little nigga, homie, he got like 20-something years on the murder. And he had a picture. And in his picture, on his picture, he drew another picture. And his title is, I'm a good person. I was walking. Nigga, I only got one eye. So I can only see so much. For whatever reason, nigga, my one eye caught that kid. And he said, I'm a good person. But he had a hardened look. He had a hard and mean look. So I asked about the kid. Nigga, I cried for that kid. For a mean-looking kid to write that on his picture, I'm a good person, and he's finna be gone forever, that's what he gotta tell himself. If not, he'll be a monster when he come out.
Wow.
He believed it too, homie. Because he didn't have the face to show it.
That real shit.
The face I was looking at looked like a mean little bad kid, homie. But ain't no such thing. Nigga, I cried for that little boy when I heard his story. You know how many kids probably ain't never been heard, told that they good? They been cussed out, fussed at, beat on, spit on. So yeah, that got me, nigga. So that what made me think about that, nigga. You gotta lie to yourself sometime and tell yourself you good when you really don't believe it. But just keep saying it. Yeah, nigga, so I think about that little nigga face. It was a hardened face too, homie.
You said in a recent interview, your time in the youth home or the boys' home prepared you for today's generation.
Shake me. Yeah, nigga, I grew up with some. When I got out of TYC in 1990, right in 1998, I had been locked up longer than any kid in the Texas Youth Commission. So I had done almost from 14 to 21. Nigga, I remember every male juvenile staff member from juvenile detention, cause I was always in juvie. Nigga, Ted, Big Al, Mr. Green, Mr. Brown, nigga, I remember all them niggas. The mean ones, the cool ones, Tony, Tony ended up becoming a pastor, so I grew up, started going to his church a little bit. But nigga, when they would serve spaghetti, nigga, Tony would come through at nighttime, cause I don't eat pasta. Nigga come through at nighttime. If I ain't been acting up, nigga come let me clean up the gym or clean up the kitchen and get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich so I don't go to bed hungry. Nigga, when I come back from court, nigga got them tears in my eyes. Nigga, Big Al ain't gonna give a nigga no sympathy. He ain't gonna, nigga, wipe, nigga, you been committing crime like you wrong. Punishment is what you, so nigga, I had a balance of men from the time I was 13 till I was 21 in my life. Nigga, Mr. Daniels, I learned what a liability and an asset was from Mr. Harris and Dorm 8. I learned about structure and discipline. Mr. Jones was a strict military man. May God rest his soul. Nigga, these men became my fathers and uncles. I listened to them talk about their hood, their wives, their sons. I grew up with them, so I got to hear their children accolades. And you talking about from 1991 to now, I can still call Mr. Davis, homie. Mr. Davis worked in the Texas Youth Commission, now known as the Texas Juvenile Justice Department, for almost 40 years, from the 70s to the 2000s, and he was mean. This nigga, the staffer, but he was fair, firm, and consistent. Mr. Mathis, Mr. Jumper, Mr. Gregory, Forbes, Mr. Duffer, Mr. Furrow, nigga, I had some men. I had some men in my life. So, not only did I have the men in my life, I was in a structured program of a 16-hour day schedule, nigga, for 7 consecutive years. We had therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists. Nigga, we was in group 2 to 3 hours a day. We was in therapy an hour a day. So, nigga, I was in an environment what they call a re-socialization experiment of children. We was placed in what they call a positive peer environment and culture. And, nigga, everything was centered on thinking errors, nigga, going to group, your life story, recidivism plan, understanding your offense cycle. So if a motherfucker asks you, man, how you feel today, Charles? Man, I think I'm gonna have a good day. But I didn't ask you, what do you think? I asked you how you feel. So we had to learn, nigga, our thinking area. We had to learn feeling words and memorize this shit, nigga. So we were really being, it was kind of like a brainwashing experiment, nigga, to create. So
that's what's up, though. Every kid.
We were the first generation of children in 1991 to be tried and adjudicated for crimes, violent crimes such as murder. So they did a study on children who killed. So there was one by the name of Debbie Price who done an article on children who kill with no remorse. So nigga, we were put in programs to develop victim empathy, to understand childhood trauma. So there's no way a nigga who was raised in regular society can sit next to me and really compare his intelligence to mine. Because nigga, I was brainwashed to be this smart. I was brainwashed to know these things and to articulate it. And so it's a reason why I know this. And I'm good at what I know, and I can break it down and explain to you. They created this. They made us. I heard 607 talk about something similar that he was in a boys' home in St. Louis, and one nigga said he was on one floor. Nah, homie, it was an experimental program, so that's why children today, they took it away. They was every nigga that went through this program and this experiment went on to become masterminds in prison.
Wow.
To become homie, like going to an adventure school. Yeah, it was a brainwashing process, but for the good. The ones that didn't get the ending part went on to prison to become some of the best masterminded, manipulated people in prison that the Texas Department of Criminal Justice had ever seen. These were the young kids who ended up going to prison at 18 and 19 years old and ran prisons still to this day.
Wow. So let me shift right quick, Charleston, because I want to touch on the past to get to the present day.
Yeah, shout out to Patrick Weatherall. Yeah, shout out to my nigga Monk.
How Murder Changed Me documentary. For those who haven't been tuned in or don't even know where that concept came from, right? Take us back there.
Say that concept.
The documentary, How Murder Changed Me.
Oh, nigga, man, you've been doing your homework, nigga. God damn. Shit. Nigga, you got a nigga going, yeah. I gotta sit up talking to you. Nigga, so that's the convictions that's the conviction of the youth advocate, Charleston White. That's his last, I wouldn't say my last, but that was me transitioning out of being a youth advocate, community activist into the entertainment world. I'm new with the viral sensation, internet notoriety. I was still partnering at the time with one of the top attorneys in North Texas that does capital murder death penalty cases. Attorney by the name of Mitch Nolte, out of Frisco, Texas. So I was still partnering with attorney Mitch Nolte and Shannon Ross, who was she was a criminal defense mitigation specialist. So I was partnering with those two. I was working on one murder case at the time and like two young brothers with some robberies. I became familiar with Tuka. I became familiar with Tuka. I seen a documentary on him. And I did a few interviews talking about how I felt, about the kid and how the smoking on Tuka and the rappers this and how the mother, just thinking more from the victim side. I told you I grew up in a boys' home, homie, so being part of the capital offenders program, an extension of it. meeting my victim family, meeting some of my friends' victim families, uh, working with mothers in the community who had buried their children. So I had a heart for the victims. And so I start seeing, nigga, all the killers, the Lil Durks, the King Vons, all them niggas get all the praises. They get all the accolades, they get all the rewards, they get all the admiration, they get all the respect. But you never hear nobody show no love to the victims. So that's the two-sided coin we don't flip over. So God put in my spirit to have to recreate a murder trial. So this is what God gave me, my vision. To recreate a murder trial, but put it in the form of a town hall talk show like setting. So I got with Rainwater at the time, Rainwater and Empire Records. Shout out to Ghazi. Could you reach out to Mo3 Mom? So we got Mo3 Mama. Tuka's mother had reached out to me by way of FBG Duck's mother. I had Lil Snoop's mom. I was speaking with Dobie's mother at the time. Lil Bibby's dad. One of the victims on YMW Melly's case, one of his aunts.
Damn.
Who else?
That real shit.
Two more I'm leaving off. Here to make a long story short, so I talked to all these victims that's in our culture who nobody's even speak of. So, and these people have reached out to me from watching interviews saying thank you for speaking for us. I recreated the murder trial, homie. So me and Rainwater both financially invested in covering all the expenses. So I got the victims. So I needed the killers. I needed to find me some killers to go with the victims. So I reached out to some of my childhood friends who had, served time for murders they committed. So I found four guys who committed murders. A guy by the name of Eric Brown, who had done like 25 years in Angola for murder he didn't commit it. A guy by the name of Prince Rashid, who done 20 years for murder from age 15. Kerry Wilkinson, aka OG Sane, who had a double, two capital murders at 15. Who else? I had Wayne Grind. Wayne Grind was a guy that once helped Boosie when he first got out of prison with his documentary. So Wayne had a murder case and had to forgive a guy for killing his son while he was in prison. And then I reached out to Judge Alex Kim, who was a juvenile criminal district judge in Fort Worth, Texas. And then I reached out to Dallas County District Attorney's Office to lead the homicide division. So it's from the homicide division. So I had the homicide division from the prosecutor's office, a district judge who's, I got the killers and the murderers, and then I had Sean Cotton as the mediator. I wanted to show black people, well, not really black people. I wanted to ask black people to show white people, what does murder look like to us in today's 21st century? So that's why it says murder changed me. That's what's the name of the event. So what does murder look like to us when we hollering free the killer?
I ain't lying.
Right?
I never understood that, bro. I think black people so stupid that they don't even realize what the fuck they saying. Like, motherfuckers be like saying free a nigga that did something that they deserve to go to jail for. Why the fuck is you saying free somebody when they did wrong to go to fucking jail, bro? Like, how fucking... And then, why would you say free them if they just got... So, a motherfucker can get locked up in 909 right now. A person can get them locked up at 5 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, they saying free them. Like, why would you say free somebody when they did something to go to jail? Especially if you did something that you ain't supposed to go to jail for, excuse me, they done bag your ass for something you didn't do. You shouldn't be saying free somebody, bro. Like, I never understood that. They talking about free somebody when y'all niggas was bragging about killing. Y'all niggas is doing hits, bragging about killing, and they finally got your ass. Motherfucker talking about free buddy, free buddy. Ain't no fucking free buddy. Buddy did what he's supposed to do. Like, he did. Them niggas thought that shit was sweet. Killing everybody, thought that shit was cool just because they ain't getting caught. Like, them niggas can't just do dirt and shut the fuck up and shut the fuck up. They gotta tell everybody, gotta make a song. So your dumb ass really think you gonna get away with that shit. Even if you get away with it, like you really think you gonna get away with that shit, bro? And niggas so stupid they gonna brag about it. And then when they dumb ass get caught, people talking about free that nigga. Man, that don't make no fucking sense.
Mother, baby buried. You got another mother and they free and hollering free the killer. So you got long live my nigga and free the killer. How can we ever unite?
I ain't lying.
How can we ever unite? So what does murder look like when we hollering free the killer? Free dirt. But when a white person do it, when a white person, a white police officer too rough with a woman, we want the death sentence for him.
Yep.
When George Floyd died, we want the death sentence for him. When they pepper spray a little girl at school, we want the death sentence for him. So we want everybody to be punished extremely when they do something to us. But as soon as one of our people do something wrong, we all hollering, free my nigga. None of us gonna say, man, my nigga need to pay the price.
I ain't lying.
So how can we ever unite as a community when every time we kill each other, and we do this often, because we don't kill white people, we don't kill Mexican people, we don't kill Asian people. Nobody else have to fear us because we don't do nothing to nobody but each other, right? So since we do this to each other, why don't we ever try to fix each other afterwards? Why is it free my nigga? Your nigga kill somebody. Well, the other nigga he killed was a street nigga. So is it right for the police to kill our street niggas? When the police catch George Floyd laying down on the ground for trying to pass the fake 20, he don't want to go to jail because he crying. So is it good for him to kill George Floyd? He was a street guy, criminal. Because that's the justification y'all make when there's two ops in the streets. Well, in life they were killing, but that's somebody's baby. It's somebody's mama crying. So I'm quick to remind black people that for the slightest infraction, you'll make a nigga mama cry forever, but you'll bust the white boy windows.
Yeah.
You'll make a nigga mama cry forever for the slightest disrespect, but that white boy police, matter of fact, when have you ever seen a nigga do something to a prison guard when they get out? They mistreat you nigga more than anybody. The prison guard knock you niggas upside your head, y'all ain't never done nothing back. But as soon as you get out of prison, you back tough with your own people. And you want to remind us how you were mistreated by that white man down there. And you get out and you ain't got no beef with the white man.
Yeah.
So this is why I have no beef with the white man. I ain't seen a white man kick a nigga ass in a long time. And seriously, I mean this with my whole heart. I look forward to police shootings. I just
He said he looked for police.
It is not my people, so I teach my people how to get by the police. But this is why I love police shootings. It's the only time we come together with real love.
Wow.
as black people. So I can't wait till the police shoot another nigga and kill him unjustly. So I can feel that black love I've been longing for. Cause we really come together, my nigga. And we really love on each other when the police kill one of us. And the police ain't killed the nigga in a minute. Can y'all hear you shoot a nigga? Please. We need to love on each other for the summer. Cause if not, we gonna wipe out half the city.
Hell yeah.
We got too much hate for each other. We need a break. We used to have parties and rap concerts that bring us together. We are one and party. We ain't got them kind of songs to make us do that. So all of our songs now is kill each other. So we need a break. Nigga, we ain't had a break since the pandemic.
I ain't lying.
The last break we had from killing each other was the pandemic when they gave everybody lobster tail money. You remember that? Them hoes putting them big lobster tail in that butter. Them hoes getting butter stain on their shirt. I ain't seen no with a butter stain yet. Niggas stopped killing. Nigga bought a bunch of guns with the money, but nigga wasn't killing each other. I think that 4th of July, that first pandemic 4th of July, didn't no nigga die. Everybody was popping fireworks and guns. The cities was filled with smoke and everybody had fun. But we ain't party like that since. If they kill another nigga like this, if they do another George Floyd,
every
right?
2020, every 2040, every 2030.
The NFL niggas come together. When last time we come together and done something? So I'm just saying, nigga, we need a shooting. Cause we can't put nothing together to bring us together. Nigga, listen. That last Million Man March Farrakhan put together wasn't no hit. They didn't get a million. We hadn't been able to do nothing like that in decades, nigga. We're doomed. So this is why I look for conservatism and Confederate organizations to join, so I can feel that love again. Because that love is real when you get with them. And they don't look at you for skin color. They love you for your ideology. What? You think like them? Nigga, I got white food. Nigga, when I went to jail, nigga, I had white porn stars putting money on my books. When I was going to jail, they kept putting, I had white porn stars and white people were putting shit on my books. You know why? They don't give a fuck that I'm a nigger. Like minds. I didn't have to have like hearts. Like minds. We think alike. That's all you need in this country. You don't have no problem.
I ain't lying. That's
you let that white boy police know you respect law enforcement, you won't have no problem out that white boy.
Yeah.
I don't care how you do it. But you gotta let him know you respect his law.
Yeah,
nigga.
I say that too though. Like I be telling people, I say, bro, when you get stopped by the police, just show respect. Like just show that you respect the law. And I ain't gonna let you bully me, and I ain't gonna let you talk shit to me, but I respect you and I respect the law. But you ain't gonna mistreat me, you ain't gonna bully me, but I respect the law. Yes, sir, appreciate it, thank you. No, sir, you know why I stop you over. Even if they call you a liar, like they just trying to get up under your skin. I remember a police stopped me, got out the car, he said, why your eyes red? It's late, I'm sleepy, I'm tired. He thinking I'm smoking. He looking at me. He ain't even made me do nothing. Walk on, think. But and he let me go. You know what I'm saying? Let me go. But I mean one time I was skipping school. I had 2 white girls in the car, and I had my cousin in the back. White girl in the front, and we supposed to be in school doing school hours. And goddamn, we just came from my crib. We ain't even did nothing. We just came to my crib, spoke up and shit. My other man, he hit. My other cousin, he hit, and I was just the driver and shit, and keeping the other girl company and shit, and we in the back smoking bud and shit, and what the fuck happened? When we was about to leave, the police stopped us over, and we just had guts in the car, and I had 7 grams in my. I said, oh shit. I said I ain't even had time to stash it or nothing. I gave the guts was in like a Doritos bag, a Cheetos bag, or some shit like that. I think it was Cheetos bag, a chip bag, and I had like 7 grams with me, and I think I had fitted jeans on, and I fucked around and put the weed in my back pocket, and I swear that nigga searched me, but he just tap. He ain't really searched me, and he just asked me some questions like a real man. Where you going? Where you supposed to be? And we just came to get something to eat, and we going back to school, like, and like my times with getting stopped by the police, if you just show respect, even if you doing dirt, even if you got dirt on you, even if you just came from making a play, even if you going to make a play, if you just stay calm and stay cool and just yes sir, no sir, appreciate it, thank you, and keep it real with them, even if they give you a motherfucking the highest ticket in the world, you good, because you can go to court and fight court. And I heard Charleston White say, "Don't have court on the side of the road. Have court in court." So don't try to argue with the police on the side of the road. Go to court, and then you for to get a ticket, reduce or drop. You know what I'm saying? Easy like that.
See, we done forgot we niggas. Cause we don't want to be called nigga. They gotta remind us we they niggas, y'all. Or else we'll be trying to take over the country like the Russians and the North Koreans and the Afghanistan. We got to be put in our place, because sometimes we get beside ourselves as black people and we think we got the same privileges as white people. White privilege, remember, nigga? You don't have a right to drive, nigga. You have a privilege to drive. That's why you got to have a driving license. It's a privilege and not a right, nigga. Fishing out his lakes. Cause he took this motherfucker, them ain't God's lakes, nigga, them his lakes. So you gotta have a fishing license, nigga, to go use his lakes he took from God. You ain't went and built you no lake, nigga. So you have to be reminded your position. Cause sometimes you think you can talk to that white man like he gotta listen to you, and you got the same rights he do.
Yeah.
And we don't.
People do think like that.
The better you understand that, the better off you'll be in this country, and you can get your real rights. But you think you got real rights, and they have to keep voting on them to extend them, nigga.
That's deep. That's deep. So
it is deep.
We're gonna take a shift for a second. Oh, what's going on with you and Young Thug and Woody, man?
I've been put Woody ass to sleep. Woody's last arrest, when they put the handcuffs on Woody, his first time, he was the police, and I said, man, I know Charleston. Yeah. I've been hoping they violate Woody, because Woody have been arrested too many times with that drag street racing shit to be on probation. Woody's not a problem. Yeah, Woody's not a problem. Young Thug gonna be a problem. Yeah, Young Thug gonna be a problem. I don't know what he mad at. I don't know what Jeffrey mad about. Only thing I can assume Jeffrey mad is because
You tell the truth.
the officer that brought him down, shout out to Ty, great law enforcement, spent a lot of years on the force, upstanding, stellar career. His whole life work is in YSL. Once he retired, man, you know, me and him, I like to call him a friend. So I'm friends with the officer that took down Thug. Call him Ty. We just call him Ty. Mr. Officer Ty. A lot of admiration for the brother. Strong, and he a tough nigga. But where he get me at, he's very intellectual. That's why he was able to put the case together so perfect. He didn't blow the case. We ain't gonna point no fingers. But let me just say this. That nigga Ty and him had a slam dunk shut case. Now listen to me talk like I'm a law. That nigga Ty. That's how he's my friend. Right? Thug know that I'm cool with these lawmen. Thug is still a gangster. He's still King Slime. Because in his eyes, he got away. He ain't in jail suffering like Shell Kill, getting stabbed on, having a fight and stand on that shit for real. He got other people standing on it. That's why he took the plea bargain.
Yeah.
So, right after the trial, Thug came home acting like he was a big, bad, tough motherfucker trying to shame Gunner. And the law enforcement of Atlanta didn't like that. The district attorney's office didn't like that. So, some kind of way, I got some information about Thug and Gunner. That Thug wanted.
And then you gotta think about it. That gotta be true what he said, that the law enforcement didn't like what he was doing. That why they put the motherfucking tapes out that nigga was snitching, because he trying to call Gunner a snitch, and he trying to call Gunner He trying to call Gunner out when your ass the one who talking in the interrogation room for 2 hours. Talking about take my number and shit. So they can call you talking to the law. You don't even supposed to be talking to the people about nothing. You don't even supposed to be saying nothing. I thought that was the motherfucking rules of the street. See, people be contradicting themselves and they just hypocrites. And they just move the goalposts for their people. Like all street niggas that really a street nigga, they really need to goddamn they really should stand up and they really should damn do something because if I was a real street nigga, bro, and I see that I'm doing time or I really put my life on the line and these niggas is moving the goalposts and shit, I feel so dumb and stupid, bro. That's why I'm glad I ain't never been a motherfucking street nigga. I'm glad I was smarter than that. I'm glad I was a fly nigga and a real nigga and a motherfucking pimp and a player and a motherfucking G, a real nigga. I'm glad I wasn't no fucking bum ass street nigga, dog. That's the lowest form of a man, to be a fucking dirty, grimy ass street nigga. That's like a street rat. Like, I ain't never been that type of motherfucker. I always been a thinking ass nigga. I always been a motherfucking a thinker, little clever little nigga. I always been a fly nigga, a real nigga. I always been a handsome young man. I always been a fucking intelligent young man. I always been a bright young man with a bright future. I ain't never been no fucked up ass nigga like these niggas. And seeing how these niggas change the rules and they bend the rules and they use favoritism and shit. Like, I would feel so stupid if I was a real street nigga. The real street nigga should feel so dumb and stupid, bro. That knowing that they was crashing out for these niggas and these niggas don't really care about them, you gotta feel dumb and stupid.
Think he was praying for Brian Steele. Well, he wasn't. He was broke. Remember, his sister said they froze the boy money. Remember when they came in and put the RICO charge on him, they froze his bank accounts where he couldn't get no money. Who do you think was paying for that lawyer, Brian Steele? Gunner. That's why Gunner got out and hit the road and was working. Thug didn't want nobody to know that. Well, the police wanted me to tell the people that. So I came out and I did an interview and I did everything the police told me to say to them. I told the truth about the case and everything. Thug was mad in the motherfucker. So that's the first time I heard he was mad about something I done said.
I tell you, he tell the truth.
So then, I get booked to be on the reunion of Drewski's Could Have Been Love. So they had the reunion this past weekend. So the producer them hit me up and say, man, you gonna be on the show? Yeah. So I get there about 7:30, and between 7:30 and 8. Around about 9:30, I hear Drewski say, Lil Baby and Thug is here. So I get up, go check the surveillance, make sure I see. So I see a nigga that could be familiar, could be at the clip room. So I'm scanning the area looking for him. But because it was so much chaos and drama with the bitches fighting and going crazy, that shit was so mentally and psychologically draining, I completely forgot these niggas was here. They waited for me at least 2 hours. This is what's so concerning. I'm trying to figure out what they doing there. This is a bitch's show. And the people that here had been on the show, they hadn't been on the show. What they doing here? We're at the Opelika Private Airport. So it'll slip my mind that these niggas here. Cause just think, I got there at 7:38, show ain't over to 12. They wait 2 hours. I'm sitting down, way off as the show is wrapping up and everybody saying their goodbyes, everybody taking the goodbye pictures, everybody getting the Ubers. The producers just wrapping up, they taking it to the camera off. So I'm sitting there with Dior, my artist I just signed. I'm by myself, way off, nigga. Don't nobody, nigga, I'm really invisible. I'm sitting down. Everything is behind me. I can see you if you come out the door that way, so I see Selena, Drewski, them all over there. All of a sudden, nigga, when I stand up and turn around, guess who's there? I'm talking about they standing over my head. They standing over my head where they can to me, but I don't know they're there. I don't know they're there. I'm looking at my phone. I just stand up, and when I stand up, them niggas right there. Me and Thug down there nose to nose. He tall and musty. Bitch ass nigga say, We step on shit. In my mind, I'm waiting to wake up and see God or the doctor after I heard step on shit. I just know they finna boom, boom, boom. They all talk. It's about 4, 5 niggas. They really kind of hovered over, circling around. When this nigga walk to my face and say, we step on shit. Yeah, we step on shit. I'm just waiting. Boom, boom, boom. Nigga, they let me ease in my pocket. I take a couple steps back, they let me ease in my pocket. Nigga, do it. I watch their eyes go to my hands, cause they hand and eye coordination movement go with the streets. Do it, nigga, step on it. You nigga ain't gonna step on nothing else. So now I see they bluffing. Oh, they bluffing? Let me bully these niggas. Oh, they bluffing now. So you know I'm finna turn up the heat, but I get away from them niggas. Say these bitch ass niggas, so now they gonna go tell other niggas. Now they sick of the niggas on me now. So now they done come back on me, but they done rush me. 2 niggas done ran toward me, security done got me. Now they rushing me. Now I get to pull the mace out. Now I'm shaking it. Bitch ass nigga, come on, yeah, you hoe ass nigga. So when I pull it out, nigga, what you reaching in your pocket for? That's when the little nigga clutch for the gun. Nigga, you gonna lose your life in her, nigga. You gonna lose your life. Nigga, you ain't gonna shoot at her, nigga. I bet you not. Bitch ass nigga can't handle this mace, nigga. Now shit.
Damn.
I got the attention they need. Security. But security, they could barely handle them bitches. So they sure couldn't handle them niggas. So them niggas could have got through. But they realized we're a private airport. They don't want to go to jail. Cause I'm hollering police now, nigga. Y'all got a gun too? See, now they want to clean up when I holler, I got mace, they got a gun. You hear me say that in the video?
Yeah.
Bitch ass nigga got guns. I'm telling on them. They got guns, y'all. The security nigga trying to tell me, man, come on, Charleston, you gonna cause this scene on Drewski? Me cause it? Nigga, them niggas approach me from behind. How I'm wrong. Nigga, they had to walk 30 feet to get 30 yards to get over here. Not feet, 30 yards. You had to go out your way. I'm sitting way over there. You gotta go out your way to be over here, man. And as long as y'all been here, that mean y'all must got a real issue. Cause y'all went out y'all way to do this. So let me turn up the smoke and make sure this is documented. Because in this corner, if we can't go back and get the cameras, y'all can say y'all didn't say that over there. But once this confusion is called and y'all have to be restrained, guess what? It's documented now. So based off their choice and decision, I created a situation to make it go viral. So guess what? It can be documented and make sure it get to the ears of the probation department.
Wow.
So I don't know what he was thinking. I know how to think on my feet very quickly and swiftly. That's what make me who I am and what I am. I'm a swift thinker. I started strategizing very quickly once I realized this is a real threat and a real danger and a real situation. Imagine sitting at the beach. It's just you at the beach by yourself, you in the water, and all of a sudden, something just fall in your lap out the sky. A leprechaun with a bag full of money. You don't think that's a blessing, ain't you? Imagine if you was at work, working by yourself. Got to go to the bathroom. You find a diamond ring on the floor. You would think God blessed you with that, wouldn't you? You would think that's a blessing. You were minding your business. You wasn't bothering nobody. You wasn't looking for no ring. You didn't even know a ring would be fine. You wasn't even thinking about nothing. You were just her on earth existing, and all of a sudden, boom, young thug fall in your lap. I'm not supposed to throw him back up there. Say, this ain't mine. This was meant for us. This was meant for me and him to cross paths. He was supposed to lead the gang because he could have sent the gang and not him. He wanted to be the one. I didn't pick him. I didn't say, hey, thug, come threaten me. He said, I'm finna go to him. He was the one, because he's the king and the leader of the gang. He the one say, we step on shit and made it gang. He could have said, I step on shit. He came with a threat. Now, is not based on what he said, right? The law is not broken because, well, all he said, well, we step on shit. Well, that ain't how the law works. The law works based on how I perceived it. If I was afraid, then that's a crime. If you came intimidating, threatening, menacing, that's a crime because you came to create fear. Well, what do we mean by step on shit? Well, in our terminology and in our language, that means kill, hurt, and harm and destroy. That's all that means. Mm-hmm. Then you come back with reassurance and reinforcements. You'll lose your life while clutching a gun.
So you
Don't you know if you go inside of a store and you...
So you gotta pay attention. He breaking the shit down and he teaching law at the same time while he telling stories. So he teaching the law and he teaching young people how to move and how to act and how to conduct themselves when they out and about and if they ever run into the situation. So you got a peak game on that.
A stick and you act like you robbed the store, they're gonna treat you as if you had a gun because I believed you had a gun, even though it was a stick. You didn't show the stick to let me know. You made me think it was a gun. That's where aggravated assault comes into play. Not that, no. Your intent was to do what? By you walking up here, what was your intent? Intent is everything. Intentionally, knowingly, willingly to do what? Create fear, intimidate. And you did this on Federal Aviation Administration property. This wasn't at a club. This wasn't at a venue. So the laws that govern, that has the jurisdiction is at the airport. What you say at the airport is totally different than what you say outside before you go in. You can threaten a nigga all day long across the street at Burger King. But as soon as you get inside that airport, those threats are treated differently. That's what they forgot. They thought we was at the Coulda Been reunion. They forgot we was at the airport. And security didn't search them, so they got in with a firearm. Wow. While we're already under heightened security with the Iran war, TSA shut down, the government shut down, so security was already lax, so my safety was already compromised. Right. So I've already reached out to, I went to the Opelika Police Department yesterday because we was at the airport. The airport sits in the county, so I was given a number to talk to Miami County, so I talked to Miami County this morning, so I'll be going back to the airport after this interview to speak with the people there at the scene. So the investigator is going to meet me out there so the report can be taken at the airport.
None of these people ever thought to reach out?
You better not reach out to a victim of a crime because now you're trying to either intimidate a witness, interfere with a 911 phone call, which is a felony, or bribe me. Either or, it's against the law, it's a felony.
You did all that already?
I just articulated, didn't I? Yeah, I just articulated. It's just a matter of phone calls, been driving here, driving there. So yeah, I did that already. And I've already got the picture of every person that he was with. I've already spoken to Atlanta Police Department's gang unit. I sent the pictures to them already to make sure none of the guys that he's walking with and hanging with are verified gang members. And I got the license plate of all 3 cars they was in.
Damn.
There was 2 cyber trucks and a Cadillac truck. And they actually waited for me to leave because they were trying to follow me. So I called some niggas out of Carroll City. I called some Carroll City niggas who I just happen to know. And Carl family, since we was in their backyard, and them Carl City niggas came out and I didn't need the police escort. Once the niggas saw what we're putting up, yeah, they skedaddled.
That's real.
Yeah, when they thought I was by myself, they sat and waited on me. Yeah, when they thought, shout out to Queen too. When they thought about myself, the niggas thought, but boy, when they seen the nigga putting up, and them, and we don't come for trouble, nigga, we just come for peace. So I would leave it in peace, because that's how I came.
So let me ask you this. So you traveled the world, you've been everywhere.
No security.
No security. What's the difference between these cats in Miami versus other places?
Miami don't like bullies and gangsters. Miami got a lane for everything. I ain't in the gangster lane, so Miami niggas respect that. Yeah, Miami gonna put you where you belong, nigga, in your lane. Don't nothing impress Miamians. They the first to get everything. So, they different. Miami niggas ain't the majority. They sit in a other city, nigga, with every nationality around the world that circles around them. So they can't be the kind of niggas that we see them Atlanta niggas here. They can't be, nigga. This international game. This ain't no country boy game here, nigga. This ain't no trap boy. This international. This big game here, nigga. But nah, nigga, I love Miami because the culture don't like bullies.
Yeah.
When throughout America, nigga, our culture embraced the bully niggas. We let niggas from other cities come into our cities, nigga, and bring their game and bully us. You ain't gonna do that in Miami. Miamians love Miami. And you ain't gonna stay in their city. No matter who you are. Me, Thug, the New York niggas, Miamians go fight for their cities. Other niggas ain't too many other cities doing that. They let other niggas from other cities come in and put a stain on their city. Miami ain't gonna do that. So I'm saying I'm safe here. Miami ain't finna let no nigga come from another city and try to bully me, nigga. And I'm out here spending money, showing love. Nah, nigga, it's been all love. So he can't disrupt this. Nah, he can't disrupt this, nigga. So that's why I put my flag down here, nigga. I've always had respect for the nigga, cause ain't no Crippin' blood niggas here. Ain't no GDB nigga here. It's a nigga, if you can get money, come here. And get in your lane. Find your lane, though. Yeah. Find your lane when you come here, though, nigga. Yeah. So that's why I respect it and love it, nigga.
So, it was an event at, was it Taboo Club?
Yeah.
And that's your usual, that's where you frequent.
That's my second home. My little feelings were hurt because they wouldn't let me in. But they know them young niggas I was with. I had some real steppers. I didn't have to call nobody, homie. Of course I called my Carol City family, man, say, man, come make sure I can get out of here, homie. But nigga, I ain't no nigga to put other people's families and lives in jeopardy for what I got going on. So I'm a conflict resolutionist. Nigga, I'm gonna try to think a conflict resolution. Nigga, and I'm gonna play my way. So I'm gonna tell my gangster niggas, nigga, stay out this lane. Yeah, but nigga, you can ride in that lane and ride in that lane, let me stay in this lane and make sure I get home. Yeah, but nah, nigga, y'all stay out my lane. I got this. So yeah, nigga, but they not trying to hear that. They just want to let niggas know, homie, C-Dub safer, homie. So nigga, Lil Baby would go be at Taboo. Everybody know I'm a Lil Baby fan. So it ain't got nothing to do with Thug. Nigga, everybody know, and I'm a Taboo nigga. I like to show out when them rap niggas in town, and that's my spot. So nigga, I had about 15 young niggas, them young Miami steppers, that just came out to be, nigga, to play the fence post. Yeah, they put a fence post up around, and I will go on there and throw plenty of money and shine with my young nigga, but them young niggas showed up with them shiesty masks on. Had everybody uncomfortable, so they wouldn't let us in. They said we were coming to intimidate them niggas. And we was, but we wasn't. We was, but we wasn't.
So back on this Thug thing, right? So all this time he spent, from your perspective, and he get out, you feel that he's back on the same shit that landed him there?
He ought to be, nigga, if he approaches me. He ain't a pro Rollo. Nigga, it's some niggas, it's some niggas he can approach. But nigga, my thing is, nigga, if you're a big dog, walk over there by yourself.
I ain't lying.
Nigga, I ain't number 5'8", 130 pounds.
I ain't lying.
What all you niggas walking up for?
That shit crazy when motherfuckers be 5, 10, 20, 30, 40,000 deep. And you one person. That nigga one person, skinny. That nigga 130 pounds, 5'8". You can jump over him, like you can damn, like he say, buy the app off his head. And y'all niggas got guns, and what the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro? You can tell Project Low Fruit. You can tell bum ass niggas, dog. Like what the fuck, y'all? I never understood the niggas that hung in clickety clicks, bro. Them niggas gotta be gay. Like, you gotta be gay to have a bunch of niggas around. For what? Why all these niggas run? Ain't no bitches, dawg. Ain't no women. Ain't no way in the fuck, my nigga. Ain't no way. I don't even like looking at niggas, smelling niggas, hearing niggas' opinions. Like I never understood nigga. Even if I got to get the fuck away, bro. I don't see how niggas be hanging around niggas all day. And especially when they got a problem with one guy. It's one guy. And y'all that deep, bro. Come on, bro. That shit crazy.
So you got to be on the same shit. In to tell me, a police ass nigga, we step on shit. You snitching. You know I'm finna go to the police. Listen, homie, do you know how, nigga, I probably would calm on myself if I feel every phone call. This would be like having a wet dream if they called me and say, you know they just violated third probation because of you. Nigga, I would celebrate every day. I write him nigga, I would torture him if they do this to him. Because in my mind, I believe I got him. He done had a few niggas reach out to me, try to woo-woo, try to check the temperature, but I'm giving everybody woo-woo information, except the police department I'm sending the pictures to. But nigga, just from the sounds of it, it sounds like Atlanta, Fulton County prosecutors all might be waiting on this. From just what I'm hearing, we got him. And I'm saying we because I'm part of the law enforcement community.
You don't usually let a lot of people get your attention. What's so significant with this thug situation?
Nigga, this is a big fish. Nigga, this is like catching Moby Dick. This is like catching Moby Dick, nigga. Who, and nigga, this, all the rappers I done battled with, King Von dead, so he don't count. Nigga, who bigger than this to take on and defeat? And I made him put a dress on, nigga. Hey, listen, they got Pee Wee to shoot up Lil Wayne thing. Out of all the niggas, homie, they were supposed to do something, wasn't it? Everybody keeps saying somebody go get me. They supposed to have been the niggas that had done it. They tried to get DJ Academics. They sent Lil Baby assistant to jump and swing on Academics. They stripped Offset naked, turn him into a male stripper. Out of all niggas, they supposed to at least nigga drag me by the shirt, say bitch ass nigga. They supposed to do something, put their fight on my head, something nigga. Something else, they supposed to do something, nigga. Not to whisper we step on shit and then let me get the loud voice on them and don't nothing happen. And he clutched the pistol too. Nigga, I done made Soldier Boy. I done hit niggas in the head with pig pokers. Nigga, I'm the undefeated nigga. I'm really looking untouchable. Nipsey done been killed. Nigga, everybody that done wrong to the hip hop nigga done been handled except me. The nigga that catch me at the barber shop, I come out and bust on him and catch 2 ag assaults. Who more gangster than me? And I ain't even gangster. I'm a scary nigga that know how to play gangster. Cause everybody playing, even them niggas. I ain't seen now nigga homie when that judge say Rise grab his dick like Mad Dog did on Good Time. You remember Mad Dog shot JJ?
Me, I remember that.
Nigga when that motherfucker judge, let Mad Dog like him in the judge.
She went gone. Yeah, I remember
Oh, you
that.
talking about this young? Nigga, them nigga put glasses on and try to look like Malcolm X. Get their hair done for jury trial. That's how I know they playing, my nigga. That's why I'm so bold and so cocky. Because I am convinced won't a motherfucker bother me. I really believe I'm untouchable. Didn't you see me on stage, nigga? I hit a nigga with a flower pot. They didn't jump on stage to get me. I made a nigga come get me. And didn't run. Stayed right there as they coming.
I ain't lying. And waited and
Everybody
boom
else
that
back.
bitch.
You
That
don't
shit
see
was
me
so
running
funny.
back, nigga. And if you go watch that video when I got tackled, I was up within 2 to 3 seconds.
I ain't lying.
Landed on my feet. So in my mind, nigga, I'm either untouchable, invisible, or unbreakable. Cause nigga, ain't nothing hurt to a little bitty boy but this disrespect for my out. And every big bad wolf I done met, nigga, turn into a sheep. Because he go call the police. You didn't think Rich Homie Corn Daddy and them go call the police when y'all shot up the barber shop? When y'all killed Nut, you didn't think the police were coming with Nut's death? So, but with me, all of a sudden, oh, he gonna call the police. I'm a bad nigga then, nigga.
And then you gotta think about it like 6ix9ine say. Since when does street niggas give a fuck about going to jail? I thought y'all don't care about going to jail. Niggas don't give a fuck about going to jail. Y'all doing everything to go to jail. And on top of that, y'all, man, them niggas doing everything to go to jail. But when it's time to do what you supposed to do, bro, we ain't trying to go to jail. That's some bullshit.
Cause ain't now nigga touch me yet, nigga.
Man.
And I done walked this earth, nigga, from the East Coast to the West Coast, and it's a threat on my life every day. Every day, it's a threat on my life. And nigga, I take it, think it's a game. Yeah, I fall asleep in the barbershop where nigga hit me. Nigga catch me in the strip club sleep. I bring hoes to my house. They can give my address to Thug Homeboy. I got a bitch text me, I fuck right now. Say, oh, I'm talking to Thug Homeboy Pee-wee. I know, but yeah, bitch, I don't give a damn. I got 4 layers of security, and I'm a fool. I don't think you niggas as bad as y'all professing to be. Cause y'all always in the group.
I ain't lying.
I think I'm bad. That's why I walk by myself and get mad if somebody act like I need security. I really think I'm bad, nigga. Not tough, bad. Nigga, anything you imagine a bad motherfucker to be, this little bitty nigga is. Cause I ain't scared of nobody, nigga. Cause I ain't bothered nobody. But boy, I know how to fight back.
That's real shit.
And a nigga ain't hurt me yet. I was in the boys' home ruling with a little bitty body and a big mouth, nigga. And them same niggas still with me today when I ruled as a little boy, nigga. So now, nigga, I see pussy on a group of niggas. When I see a group of niggas, I tell everybody, my fur when I hate a bunch of niggas together.
I ain't lying.
But boy, I don't hate nothing more than a bunch of niggas acting tough like them hoe ass niggas that was in front of me.
So when you go back,
Cause you know, nigga, I was supposed to got an ass whooping. If the rules of the streets is the streets, I'm supposed to be sitting up this bitch with a black eye, knots on the head. I done been too disrespectful.
I ain't lying.
So nigga, you think I'm finna let up now? Nigga, I done disrespect Woody dead baby. Is fucking got in the car with the nigga. Don't y'all forget that, nigga. I disrespect that nigga dead mama and his baby, nigga. Ruthlessly, and called him to come pick me up and got in the car with that nigga, and he took me to his family. Nigga, I didn't cow out. I got out the car talking shit to his brother, hollering about he mad. Nah, nigga, I'm really a fool. I just be playing smart. And I really think I'm bad. Yeah, nigga got to whoop me and humble me with one of them ass whooping Crawford gave Earl Spence. Yeah, you can't give me one of them kind of ass whoop. You can't humble me, nigga. Yeah, cause I think you just got the ups on me and I'm gonna get you. Nah, you got to humble me. And ain't nobody done it yet. So yeah, nah, nigga, fuck them nigga. Nigga cowards to me. And I got a show coming up in Atlanta. But guess what, Thug can't go back to Atlanta. See, I know they've been trying to violate the nigga. Twice. Brian still ain't that good to stop the third one. I got the third one. And if they put me on stand, I'm way better than Woody articulating what happened. Because the description that I gave on the first live I did after that fits the exact description of the nigga who I said had the gun that was with him. I posted a picture of the nigga with the fat belly. Boy, they don't know I'm good. And I got cyber security, cyber police, FBI, and all type of law enforcement agencies aiding in the bed of me because I'm on the right side of the law. So when I'm in this situation, I get a lot of help, Thug. Yeah, I get a lot of help. They were waiting for me at Open Locker. Didn't you call? Yes, ma'am, I did. Yeah, so and then a lot of Jewish people have called as well and said, do you need our help? Do we need to make any phone calls? Yes, we do. This is serious. Because off of your words, Thug, the judge and the court say you dangerous. You try to tell Rollo say you ain't dangerous. I ain't listening to Rollo on this one. I'm listening to the judge. They say you're dangerous. So just by him being on probation, once I put the restraining order on his ass, that violates it too. He stepped on shit. They in Miami. I'm in Miami. He said, I'm gonna lose my life. So,
but on a lot of platforms, when you go into attempting to speak on him or the situation, they reroute it. And after you have your chance to meet with your detective partner and review the case and things, you have a different viewpoint of Thug than the viewers and myself, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's something there where it's like you're a little more invested.
Yeah. He the nigga, homie. He the ugly black ass nigga that grew up poor with the dope fiend mama, the dope fiend daddy. Didn't get to go to the dentist till now. So the boy mouth was rotten and funky. You know them side missing tooth with them cracked chip, with the brown shit cause it's coming from it's rotten, and with the funk on it. You know, coming from not flossing your teeth with the late night meat eating in his mouth. So yeah. So the nigga finally, so he's a hateful hearted project nigga. He a sour hearted, hateful project nigga that robs, set people up the street. That's where the slime title come from. He was always been a slimy nigga. I ain't never respect no nigga that slime people.
I ain't lying, me neither.
And I ain't like a bully.
Me neither.
He a bully. He ain't pulled down trigger. Woody was a retarded kid, nigga, who mama had died, been dropped on his head, on psychotropic drugs at an early age in life, nigga, when he used that boy. And then put the police on him by putting him in a song. Like Boosie did Marlo Mike.
Yeah.
These people don't know who your shooter is, so you say that? The FBI got right on Woody after that. But I don't like Thug. Bleep that word. Boy done took dick and gave dick to a boy's back, pelvic bone. Then that boy done slow fucking the shit out of little baby. Man, slow fucking him. So it don't hurt him that bad. But nah, man, that boy pushing that dick off of that boy. Nigga, everybody know that. So nigga don't nobody like no gangster motherfucking punk playing tough. When this nigga supposed to be in them high heels, he came out here in fur and stayed in them like RuPaul. That's our generation RuPaul. And he trying to play Pablo Escobar. So that's a motherfucking training.
Damn.
Tough ass nigga. Then that boy slow pushing that dick and wham. I ain't bullshit. Man, don't edit this out. Nigga, drop it. Because I'm telling the truth. I bet they won't sue me. I ain't saying allegedly. That boy, where they were riding that car together, that boy fucking a missionary.
Hey, like, that's the same thing I'm thinking about. Them boys recording that video in that car.
I ain't bullshit. Man, I'm just saying, nigga, man, that boy, they tight though.
The whole thing, if he would approach you differently, like, can I holler at you? Would it got a different result?
Nah, I would have made him treat him like a real hoe. It went way more viral. He said he did right. He gonna go to jail fucking with me. So he could have came no other kind of way. I was gonna do him even worse. He was in a no-win situation. He fucking with me. Do like Boosie do, nigga. The best thing to do is leave me alone. You can't beat me. That's the only way to beat me, nigga, is to ignore me. Once you entertain me, you done fucked up. A nigga with some status? No! Worse a nigga, boy, man, I'm finna talk about this nigga till October. Motherfucker gonna get tired of me talking about this nigga. And he better not go to jail. I'm gonna write him a letter every week and post it online. Oh, nigga, he my content to the end of the year. And let me find out Mariah Scientist done left him. Oh, man. Boy, let me find out his youngest baby ugly. Boy, let me find out one of them babies ugly like him. They young. Nigga, I'm gonna make fun of the youngest baby. I'm not bullshit. Yeah, I'm out of Atlanta mad at the motherfucking me. Cause I'm finna rip him a new asshole. Cause that old one already tore apart. I'm gonna rip the new one.
You crazy.
They gonna love me when they hear it. I promise. So man, they getting out of here, nigga. Shit.
So let me pivot real quick. So how did you recover after all your comedy shows were getting canceled regarding the stuff you said about Charlie Kirk?
Oh, nigga, that Charlie Kirk was a blow. But that Charlie Kirk taught me something. Nigga, can't nobody counsel you. You always got an audience. It's an audience for ignorance. Nigga, it's an audience for pedophilia. It's an audience for Satanism. It's an audience for robbing old people, scamming. Nigga, it's an audience for everything. So, nigga, find your audience. Target your audience. So, that's what I had to learn, nigga. So, okay, This was bad publicity. Nigga, this hurt you in the comedy world, but it didn't hurt you in the interview world. So what I did, nigga, I used the interviews to maximize the monetary value and talk to the comedy world through the interviews. So even though y'all was interviewing me, nigga, I was redirecting my answers by talking to my comedy crowd. So, of course, we all start to reflect toward the end of the year. So, of course, we coming to the end of the year. Nigga, my comedy schedule, which, you know, around Christmas time, January, always a kind of slow time for comedy. I'm saying, shit, nigga, what's in store for the upcoming year? I took a big hit on the white comedy stages. I'm back doing shows in the Chitlin circuit. Nigga feel like he too good for the Chitlin circuit. But I've been paying attention throughout life. Yeah, I've been paying attention throughout life. And one of the greatest things I've learned to do in life.
Oh, I think it's another episode, but we're gonna continue watching.
Is to reflect the environment. Because I come from a nurturing, loving environment, home, right? There wasn't violence in my home, there wasn't abuse in my home, there wasn't cursing.
I might start it over. 100% Charleston White, no fuck, no filter. So this is the same interview. I mean, this is the same podcast, but a different interview. I guess he did it. I guess he wasn't finished with the first one. I guess he gonna chop it up in clips, but I guess I continue. I would start another live, but I guess I continue with the same one. Nah, that shit another whole hour. I gotta start over. Well, make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna come back and do this one again.